Hey, it's me calling. You got me now?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, it's calling in for the feed.
Okay. Good job.
Thanks.
One of the things that, like I said, we got to look at things. I mean, we the roads have to be safe, the bridges have to be good. And you know what? It's a neat time of year. The other thing I just was thinking in my mind. I mean, this is high school football season, so we all should be out there, supporting our high school, all of our high schools and bands and everything, and being as kind to them as we can and rooting for our home teams. And of course, I get to go to several games there every week, but this week I'm not. I'm going to be tied up with some things. But anyways, I do want to make sure everybody knows that Gino's welcoming everybody with open arms on Sunday. What time, Gino?
Yeah, it's Sunday, noon to 4. At the Collinsville River Park. You'll see the pavilion. We'll have the big truck down there. It's right at the Collinsville River Park. We're going to have some music and some entertainment, some free food, a little bit of politics. Mm-hmm. But all the candidates will be there. Come and ask them questions. Beat them up, not literally. Just, we don't want any drama. This is a nice community thing I want to do. It's the way I want to spend my campaign dollars that I've allocated for the campaign. And we hope to meet some people and dig deep into some of the, some of my ideas, my solutions for the county. And like I said, meet everyone.
Well, you got 2 minutes left, Gino. You want to say something real quickly, Gina?
Mm-hmm. Just back to what is happening with the elections. This is not a conspiracy. This is a real thing that's happening. So we just need
right. And, I think people need to be patient.
Yeah.
Turn the volume down. It's not coming from your side, John,
right.
or our side. I'm going to say our side. You know why? Because I'm with John on this. No one's calling for marches on the courthouse or any theatricals. And believe me, if John Merritt and me decided we wanted to march to the courthouse, we'd put 200 people out there. We're not going to do nothing like that.
We're just saying
this is the courts that respect the process. And you know what? Quit misrepresenting everything,
right.
Everybody. Just let it play out.
Well,
from
the beginning, it's been about it's been not about any particular candidate. It's been about the process, and we need transparency.
Well, real quickly, John, I want to address something that I heard on the radio show earlier. Someone made the allegation, well, when you got elected recorder of deeds, why didn't you protest then?
Well, that's not quite true. I did go to the people in the Republican Party, and there was actually 6 people I actually asked to, and they wanted. I wanted because
you had concerns
I
like that.
I had some concerns because there was 1,400 ballots the night of the election or the day before the election or something. When they put them through the machine to open them up, the mail-in ballots, they got spoiled. And they had to recreate them. So I said,
sure.
Why don't we recheck all this to make sure everything's right? Oh, you won. Don't worry about it. You won. Don't worry about it. That's what I got from everybody. You need to be quiet. And
that's what I got too. And because of you shared that with me.
Yeah.
And you said that weighed on your conscience. I knew that even going into this last election.
That's
I had a lot of people tell me, Gino, stay away from John. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're on the ticket. Don't worry. It's just going to hurt you. You know what, it may, but I believe it's the right thing to do. No one's taking advantage of John. I'm hearing these crazy stories, and frankly, if John and me were in the loop that the governor was coming in, but it was a big secret. All the row officers knew John didn't.
Yeah, they do, but me and Gino.
John's only been acting in good faith, people. Please believe that. Hey, and everyone, I want to thank you. Please have a safe weekend.
All right, guys, thanks so much. This is WMBS Uniontown. Now time for high school football on WMBS.
It's time for another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. Coverage of high school football here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Being brought to you by Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. Russ Blaho, your local Allstate insurance agent. Attorney Vincent J. Teaberry. Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty. McClure and Wolf, Certified Public Accountants. Board of Uniontown. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, Mama Ruca's Pizza Shop, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon, NovaCare Rehabilitation with locations in Uniontown and Masontown, George Dental Associates, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, the Fay West Glass Company, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market, Casey Sports Cafe, Cherokee Recycling, Joby's Golf, Bob Baker for Fayette County Coroner, Jack Connor for Fayette County District Attorney, Uniontown Detailing, Casey Sports Cafe, Sandy Howe Notary Services, State Farm Agent Lauren Yohman, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Potter's Bar and Grill, the T. Harper Auto Group, attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Wood at Watson Mundorf LLP, Mike Obel for Fayette County District Attorney, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown, Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair, the Radcliffe Law Firm, Thurby's Riverside Ford, Bruce Beard for all of your accounting and tax needs, Garrett Breakiron for South Union Township Supervisor, SWGI, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, M&R Transit, United Bank, Reese Warehouse, Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke, Fayette County Commissioner Dave Lohr, the North Union Township Recreation Center, and Movement Physiotherapy. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
From McKeesport High School, it's time for high school football action here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and YouTube Live tonight as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 1-2 take on the 2-1 McKeesport Tigers. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick, Sarah Camp behind the camera, Tony Hanola helping us out with stats tonight. Nick Barczyk back inside our WMBS studios. Our pregame show, as always, being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And Steve, Laurel Highlands got some good news on Saturday after a 28-24 loss against Kiski area. Antoine Black, of course, had to be airlifted to a Pittsburgh hospital with about 34 seconds left in that game. Black was able to get full movement back in all of his extremities. He's still out with a concussion, but as we left the air last week, that injury could have been a lot worse.
Oh, I think everybody that was there feared the worst, right? I mean, it was just when you see that and you hear some of the initial reports, it didn't sound promising, but it was great news. I woke up Saturday morning and I think you might have texted me, the good news, and that was just great. It was, who cares about whether he could play for a week or two, as long as he's going to be okay in the long run. I know the concussions are nothing to sneeze at, but he can, at least he can walk and function around, and hopefully he'll be back on the field before too long.
And he's actually on the sidelines tonight. I actually talked to him before the game. He said he's doing all right and hopes to be back in the next couple of weeks. Well, Steve, it's the fourth year in a row these two schools have met. McKeesport's won the previous three. The Mustangs might have another tough one tonight. You look back over the last couple of years. Last time we were here, back in 2020, McKeesport won 35-20. And the last two games at Laurel Highlands, the Tigers won 42-7 and 33-0.
It's going to be tough. You're playing at a very talented, maybe not as talented as in years past, but a pretty darn good program up here at McKeesport. They're always good. They run a triple option. It's tough to defend, and it's tough to practice against. It's tough. You can get a little scoop I get every week from Coach Edenfield, and they just can't simulate the speed that they're going to see tonight. With that triple option. You can tell them what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. You can look at a film all you want, but if you can't catch the other guy, it makes it pretty difficult. Makes it for a long night. So they're going to have to play assignment football. They're going to have to they're going to have to be on top of things, and they're going to have to play mistake-free to stay in this game.
Tigers won their opening two games of the season over West Mifflin and Penn Trafford, and lost in overtime last week to Bell Vernon 21-14. You look at their team from last year, a couple of key losses to graduation. Bobby Boyd went to Cal U, had 1,164 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns a season ago. Jamil Perryman playing with Keandre DeShields now at St. Francis. Perryman, 1,441 yards rushing, 22 touchdowns a year ago. But Bobby's younger brother, Anthony, is the Tigers' leading rusher so far this season. Also look out for freshman Kamon Spell, only the second freshman starter for the Tigers over the last 40 years.
Yep, he's and then the quarterback, Tarker, he throws it a little bit. He's 7 out of 24, 124 yards on the year. But he's got 23 carries for 133 yards. That's a nice clip there. So he can run it, obviously, in that triple option. So it's going to be, it's going to be tough. They're good. I mean, it's going to be a good test for the Mustangs. And you got to, it's got to see what you can learn and see, it's a good test to see if you can improve. And, you got games coming up after this one that are going to be winnable games. So you got to see what you can learn, play assignment football, and make the best out of it.
Laurel Highlands expected to start Johnny Duke at quarterback tonight, but head coach Rich Collisar said expect packages for both Duke and Noah Lyon tonight. But, of course, not having Antoine Black in the lineup is not going to help the Mustangs' cause.
No, and Duke's a little different. They actually moved the ball when Johnny came in the game, but you just don't know. That game was a little bit out of hand when he did come in, and but he did a good job of running the offense. They didn't throw a lot when he's in there. I mean, obviously, if you're going to have to throw, you're probably going to put Noah Lyon back in there, but Duke runs a pretty good option, and he can run the ball as well, and he can throw it a little bit, so give him a chance. Like I said, he's got some experience, and let's see what he can do against a good McKeesport team.
Also, the conference opener for both schools, so important to get off to a good start when you also consider the fact for the Mustangs, they're going to have a tough schedule over the next couple of weeks. Greater Latrobe at home next week, followed by a game at Thomas Jefferson. Not going to be an easy start to the conference season for Laurel Highlands.
That sure isn't. It's going to be, it's going to be tough. But, hey, this is it's not supposed to be easy, right? You want to win a conference championship. You're going to win. Get in the playoffs. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. So you just gotta suck it up and make some plays. So regardless of what happens tonight, the Mustangs you just would like to see some improvement. The fact that they can, because they do have winnable games coming up. This is going to be a very difficult game for them to hang in there with McKeesport, but. You just like to see them play some good football.
And we'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Rich Collisar. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
I'm attorney Rob Harper of Radcliffe Law. Trip Radcliffe, Bill Martin, and I want you to know that Radcliffe Law has handled all sorts of accident cases for the past 40 years, and we are here for you. There is no need for you to travel to Pittsburgh and pay a larger fee. Call us, and we will gladly meet with you for free right here in Uniontown. We even have Saturday hours to accommodate your schedule. Visit our website and Facebook page. Give us a call at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Law, your local injury attorney.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in. John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from 7-time President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Hey, Dominic, tell the listeners what we have going on this month.
Well, John, we are taking up to $4,000 off F-150s, and that's not including incentives. Buy an XL or an XLT and pick up $500 in rebate, and listen to this. Interest rates as low as 1.9%. And if you have a qualifying trade, you pick up an additional $1,000. Mach-E's, we got them. And check this out. We can save you $5,000 off sticker and 0% for 60 months or 1.9 for 72 months. We have a great selection of in-stock vehicles and more inventory and fresh trades arriving daily. And do you have that car that you just don't need? Well, we will buy your car even if you don't buy one from us.
Does your vehicle need service? We now offer online maintenance appointments, and don't miss out on pickup and delivery. We'll come to your home or work, pick your vehicle up, get the work done, and deliver it back to you at no additional cost. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown, on top of the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Must finance with Ford Motor Credit. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit.
Education Club saving account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, I am Jack Conner. I am running for district attorney. I'm going to go after drug dealers who are pumping fentanyl into our community, insist upon maximum sentences for dangerous criminals, and escalating sentences for repeat offenders. With clear consequences, would-be criminals will think twice. Then we can all raise families, start businesses, and feel safe in Fayette County. Learn more Mondays at 4:15 p.m. right here on WMBS.
Paid for by Friends of Jack W. Connor.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's. Prime Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school football action on WMBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs at McKeesport taking on the Tigers, being joined by Laurel Highlands head coach Rich Colasar. And Coach, certainly an emotional game last week with Antoine Black going down with 34 seconds remaining in that contest at Kiski. Had to be life-flighted to the local hospital. Fortunately, Antoine doing a lot better right now. And as we record this on Wednesday, what's the latest update on Antoine?
Yeah, he's doing a lot better. I think he's up, moving around. He's just, taking care of himself, being cautious and making sure he gets back to 100%.
And considering how things ended up going on Friday, I think really great news if you look at what the alternatives could have been.
Yeah, when it immediately happened, your mind goes everywhere. What could be the future, and I think we're definitely at the best case scenario.
Your team chose to play those final 34 seconds. I know that was a tough decision to make late in the game after a close to 45-minute delay. Just talk about the mindset of your team there in the closing minute or so of the contest.
Yeah, when it happens, obviously we're, all of our mind is with Antoine. It's not on football anymore. But, as they started to, the process of getting the helicopter there and things, we did have a good bit of time. And I went over to the kids and I just said, this is totally up to you. If you feel up to playing and you want to play, we'll play. But if you don't want to play, I totally get it. And I gave them some time to talk, and they came back with the mindset that, they felt Antoine wanted to play and wanted to go out and try to win this football game for him. And, I approached each player individually that was going to be out there, and they all felt that, their mindset was back into it. They were ready to go, and they gave it their best shot. And I was proud of our kids for the way they handled it.
Yeah, certainly a back-and-forth game. I think Kiski showed they were much improved from a season ago. I think both teams really made some big plays, but they made the last one there in the closing minute for the go-ahead touchdown.
Yeah, we knew they were definitely better than they were a year ago. You could see that on film, and we knew it was going to be tough. And now we're just a team that we're getting close, and we played really good for most of the game. And, that opening drive, they had a couple fourth down plays, and late in the game, a deep ball and a scramble drill. It's just, we're very close to being very good. But right now we're just not there yet.
You rotated quarterbacks a little bit. It seemed like when you put Johnny Duke in, it gave you a little bit of a spark midway through the game. Is this a trend that we might see continue into this week with McKeesport?
We definitely knew we wanted to get to that package. We kind of started installing that last year, the little package that we had with Johnny. And unfortunately, he had some things come down, some injuries, COVID, the flu, things like that hit him last season, and we never got to the point where we could use it. So we kept that in throughout the summer and worked on that, and I thought it came out really nice. And, Johnny's a little bit of a gunslinger. We get in a situation we need to go tempo. We like to have him back there and allow Noah to be a bigger body at receiver. You're definitely going to see both of those guys play throughout the rest of the year, at quarterback and at receiver.
Well, the conference season starts with McKeesport this week. They're certainly a tough opponent. Went to overtime with Bell Vernon last week. They've been, year in and year out, one of the top programs in the WPIAL.
Yeah, McKeesport's been great for a very long time. And, you look at our conference, we have a lot of schools that probably, when we reclassify, are going to bump back up to 5A. McKeesport's probably one of them. We're one of the smallest schools in 4A currently. And, they're a great program. I think in the 4 years we've now played against them, this might be their best offensive line they've had. They're a little young at skill positions, but they're getting better there, and the offensive line is big and physical, and it's going to be a real test this week.
Yeah, they lost Bobby Boyd, who's playing at Cal U, and Jamil Perryman is playing at St. Francis to graduation, but they have Bobby's brother, Anthony, and just watching McKeesport a little bit on film, doesn't seem like there's that much of a drop-off. He's a pretty good runner as well.
Yeah, he's the key to the offense. I mean, when you run an offense like they do, the triple, the fullback is always your focal point, and I think he's the best player on their offense. But that's not to discount the other guys. They've got good players all over the field, a lot of speed, and guys that just love to play football, and they've played a lot of it. So we have to be disciplined. We have to play assignment football. We got to step up to the challenge and play physical and try to meet their level of physicality.
How tough is that triple option to prepare for, especially since you don't see it that much?
It is tough. Fortunately, the coaching staff, the longer you coach, the more you see it, the more you understand the drills and the preparation it's going to take. This being our fourth year playing against those guys, it's helped a little bit. I thought we've had a really good practice already on it. You can't simulate the speed that they do things, but, we try to install it on a board. We try to install it with drills, show the film, run some plays, then go back and rewatch the film. And
WMPS.
I lost the station connection for some reason.
Oh, okay.
we're worried about playing football and worried about ourselves. And I think, obviously, with the good news and the good reports of Antoine, the kids being able to see him and talk to him, that's made it a little bit easier for them to just get back in the mindset of, hey, we have a game this Friday. We start conference play. We're 0-0. Let's worry about working our way into the playoffs.
And we're certainly, again, happy to hear that Antoine is making some progress and hope to have him back on the field here later in the year. And, Coach, again, appreciate your time, and best of luck against McKeesport this Friday.
All right, thank you, Brian.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach Rich Colasar. We'll talk to Matt Miller, the head coach of the McKeesport Tigers, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of the players and the coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning. Would appreciate your vote on November 7th.
Chiropractor, husband, father, team doctor, and coach. I'm Dr. Bob Baker, and I'm running for Fayette County Coroner. As a proven leader and team player, I will lead with integrity and compassion. My plans and goals for this office will be a great benefit for our community, to not only serve those in need, but to also help prevent tragedies. I'm Dr. Bob Baker, and I would greatly appreciate your support.
Paid for by friends of Dr. Bob Baker. Dave Lohr wants to remain your Fayette County Commissioner. Commissioners have come and gone, but real change came when Dave Lohr was elected Fayette County Commissioner. Dave left politics at the door to focus on what's best for the people of Fayette County. The county is changing from here at home to Pittsburgh to Harrisburg to Washington. They're noticing things are looking up for Fayette County, and businesses are noticing too. And that's good for everyone. Keep Dave Lohr your Fayette County Commissioner.
Paid for by the Dave Lohr campaign.
The people of South Union Township know it's one of the finest places in Fayette County to live and raise a family. There are clean, safe neighborhoods, 2 beautiful parks, a wonderful school district. The taxes are the lowest in the county. The garbage and sewage charges are the cheapest in the entire state. And there's not been a tax increase in 52 years. The Vernon name is a strong name for quality, people-oriented services. When you need something, Rick Vernon is there. Why break up a good team? Let's keep a good team together so Rick Vernon can continue to work hard for our great quality of life. Rick thanks everyone for their support in the primary and would appreciate your vote in the fall so that he can continue working with his fellow supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott, for our great quality of life.
Paid for by the candidate. Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000. For McClure & Wolf, certified public accountant.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Prime Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with McKeesport head coach Matt Miller. And, Coach, really a tough start to the season for your program. Had games against West Mifflin, Penn Trafford, and Bell Vernon. You sit at 2-1 right now. Had wins during the first 2 weeks of the regular season. Unfortunately, fell in overtime last week against the Leopards.
Yeah, even the West Mifflin game was tough. I mean, we got, it's a rivalry game. They're right across the river from us, so it makes it difficult. And then, obviously playing Penn Trafford and Bell Vernon, two top programs in the WPIAL.
You lost a couple of pretty good seniors last year, Bobby Boyd and Jamil Perryman. Bobby's brother, Anthony's back. He's your starting fullback right now, and your wishbone set, and your defense year in and year out always seems to be solid as well.
Yeah, the defense has been lights out all season. We've kind of made two little mistakes, and that's the reason we gave up points. But we really have a good front line, good guys in the box at 2 Ds. I mean, we're pretty good from top to bottom on the defensive side.
And in this day of age, everybody playing spread, pass-happy offense, you guys are still running the triple option and having success doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we do here at McKeesport. You always want to keep the tradition alive. We try to do some stuff out of gun, but our bread and butter is still under center, flex bone, triple option, and try to get the ball in the right guy's hands and make big plays.
Well, the games really start to count this week. Your conference opener against Laurel Highlands. They had an emotional game last week with their top player, Antoine Black, getting injured, but I'm sure they're going to be ready to take on your Tigers here this week.
A lot of talent around the board. They have a lot of skilled guys that can, pretty athletic, can move around. So we got our work cut out for us for sure.
Talk about the rest of the conference. Obviously, TJ is going to be a contender. You'll see them at the end of the season. Other than that, who are some of the other teams that really have stood out for you so far this year?
The only thing I've been seeing is scores. I really don't look ahead too much, but seeing Latrobe, it looks like they've improved. I saw Trinity on film; they look pretty nice. And obviously, TJ's the one everyone's talking about, but none of that matters if we don't take care of business week after week.
That's McKeesport head coach Matt Miller. Stay tuned. More on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show right after this.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors Kurt Matthews, Ron Supta, and Ron Landman are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustang football team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck this season. For information on the North Union Township Rec Center basketball and soccer leagues, please phone 7350 or visit their website at NorthUnionRecCenter.com.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
I'm Mike Auble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the District Attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Auble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change.
Paid for by the candidate.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to
WMPS.
Hey, we lost that feed again.
Okay.
This is in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Hello, my name is Dr. Garrett Breakiron, and I am running for South Union Township Supervisor. I have been a lifelong resident of South Union and raised my family and built my business in South Union. I have recently retired, and I will devote my full time and energy as your supervisor. It's time for a change of the old guard with new leadership. I humbly ask for your support in the upcoming election.
The following message was paid for by the Friends of Garrett Breakiron.
Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958, 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from Bruce Beard.
It's a fact, we go your way all around every day. It's a fact, we're striving harder to get you farther.
It's a fact. There's public transportation available for everyone in Fayette County. With Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, you can grab the bus to practically everywhere. FACT has multiple programs to get you where you need to go, including curb-to-curb shared ride services, medical assistance transportation program, persons with disabilities programs, and many others. Curb-to-curb transportation fares vary for programs, but range from 0 and over, depending on mileage. Just make a reservation the day before your trip by 2 p.m. Call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com for more information. It's a fact. They'll get you there.
It's a fact, we're Fayette County Public Transit.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yohman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yohman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Brian Rozak back here on the Browns Insurance Group pregame show, being joined once again this week by Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Ian, tonight here on WMBS, we have Laurel Highlands on the road at McKeesport taking on the Tigers. Certainly an emotional game for Laurel Highlands last week. They lost one of their star players, Antoine Black, to a really scary injury with about 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of the game. That was one of a number of injuries where we had to see players airlifted from their respective games last week to local hospitals, and hopefully that's a trend that does not continue here in future weeks this season.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been kind of a scary year for football in Pennsylvania all around, not just locally with, obviously, Antoine Black at Laurel Highlands, but I think there was a player from Shenango, and then the kid up in Karn City. There was, in statewide out in Jersey Shore in District 4, I think a kid had to get life flighted as well. So hopefully, like you said, it doesn't continue. Thoughts and prayers with all the kids, their families, and all those communities as well, because that's certainly a difficult thing to come back from. I know I saw the quote in the paper from Coach Colasar talking about, they had to talk about it on the sidelines with their kids. Did they even want to play the last 34 seconds of the game? Because that's really scary to see one of your teammates get taken off the field that way.
Well, the games really start to count this week. Conference openers for most teams around the WPIAL here on WMBS. Laurel Highlands at McKeesport taking on the Tigers. The Tigers lost in overtime last week against Bell Vernon. Of course, they lost Bobby Boyd and Jamil Perryman to graduation. Bobby's brother Anthony is now their starting fullback, and they certainly have a lot of talent back here in 2023.
Absolutely, they do. Yeah, McKeesport is one of those teams that seems like the well never runs dry for them. And with that triple option offense, they can take the best athletes that they have and plug them in at quarterback and running back and, just kind of hand the ball off and see where it goes. They always have plenty of option. It seems like you're right. Anthony Boyd's their leading rusher, but Keemon Spell, I think, is averaging over 15 yards a carry. Garrett Tarker, who plays quarterback but has more rushing attempts than passing attempts for them, will also factor in. But that's pretty typical for McKeesport. They really don't throw the ball very often. That being said, last week against Bell Vernon in overtime, they had the ball 4th and goal from the 2 and threw, and it was incomplete, which was kind of why they lost that game, or at least didn't have a potential shot to send it to double overtime with a game-tying touchdown there. Bell Vernon scored first, but it was surprising that McKeesport came out and threw the ball on 4th and 2. And it didn't work out for them that time, but that's not really a loss that's going to set the Tigers back very much. They're a very good team and a very strong playoff contender in the Big 7 Conference this year.
You mentioned Keemon Spell, only a freshman, actually might be one of the top freshmen in the WPIAL, and actually read this week he's only the second freshman in the last 40 years to start at McKeesport.
Wow, that's impressive, although I think that once again speaks to the depth of talent that they've had come through that town and that program, that, the freshmen just don't play just because they have so many talented kids up and down. It seems like every year they've got another one, and the cupboard's never dry.
Well, the other 2 games tonight in the Big 7 Conference, Thomas Jefferson and Greater Latrobe, the Wildcats look solid, and Trinity and Connellsville, and this could end up being a game that determines the playoff spot at the end of the year.
It potentially could, you're right. The TJ Latrobe game, TJ's been the dominant powerhouse in the conference for quite a while now. They just won their 500th game in school history last week by beating rival West Mifflin. Although that was kind of a close game after TJ had blowouts in their first 2. They're using a 2-quarterback system this year, so it's going to be interesting to see if they keep that going through the rest of the year or kind of tend to prefer one over the other as time goes on. Latrobe had a nice little resurgence here in the last couple of years. Last year they won their first playoff game since 1968 with that overtime win over Highlands. They're off to a 2-1 start this year, and their only loss came against 5A Franklin Regional, and Franklin Regional needed a goal line stand at the end of that game to preserve the victory over Latrobe. So they've been competitive in all their games as well. They have a dual-threat quarterback in John Wetzel, who is an exciting player. And the other one, you're right, Trinity and Connellsville both off to 2-1 starts to the season. And, looking up, Connellsville, this has been a very good turnaround for them. They only won 2 games all of last year and now have 2 wins under their belt already. And potentially, looking at the conference, 4 teams are going to make it. So you're right, if you figure, TJ and McKeesport are probably the top 2, then those other 2 playoff spots get filled by, 2 out of the 3 or 4 teams between Laurel Highlands and Trinity and Latrobe and Connellsville. So 2 out of those 4 make it. Ringgold's still a rebuilding team, so I'm not really factoring them in as a contender. But 2 out of those 4 will make it, so this is certainly a big game between 2 blue and white teams in Trinity and Connellsville.
We'll wrap things up with Ian McMeans right after this.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club saving account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Chris Parker Jr., what's happening for September at Autoland?
September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and Hyundai is celebrating 25 years of their Hope on Wheels program. With every new Hyundai purchase, they have donated over $225 million to date toward pediatric cancer research. Hyundai is committed to the program all year long, but this month brings an extra awareness to such a great cause.
Isn't September also the beginning of the new model year?
It is. New 2024 Hyundai Tucsons have arrived, and they have 2.99% financing for up to 60 months, or $1,500 HMS bonus cash. You also have to see the new, totally redesigned 2024 Hyundai Kona, with a roomier interior and more features.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance. America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings. Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years.
WMPS.
Hey, I just dropped again. I might have to switch to a different box here for audio.
Yeah, I would say. All right.
Right for you and the things you love most. Allstate. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Chiropractor, husband, father, team doctor, and coach. I'm Dr. Bob Baker, and I'm running for Fayette County Coroner. As a proven leader and team player, I will lead with integrity and compassion. My plans and goals for this office will be a great benefit for our community, to not only serve those in need, but to also help prevent tragedies. I'm Dr. Bob Baker, and I would greatly appreciate your support.
Paid for by friends of Dr. Bob Baker.
Prime Roseneck back here with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Ian, conference openers all around the WPIAL. What other games do you have your eye on tonight?
Yeah, so up in 6A, we've got a matchup of the two new head coaches in the classification between Central Catholic and Mount Lebanon. Ryan Lemeyer, who is the former offensive coordinator at Seneca Valley, has really opened up things at Central Catholic.
WMPS.
I switched the audio to my own network, so we should be good.
Okay. All right.
Game, their quarterback, Cody Mullins, the third leading passer in the WPIAL, they're off to an undefeated start at 3-0, and so is Southmoreland. So Southmoreland, being a team that just a few years ago broke a 40-year playoff drought, now is off to a 3-0 start, taking on fellow unbeaten Knox. So that's really one of the best storylines of the week of two kind of resurgent programs there. in 2A, a matchup between Steel Valley, the defending WPIAL champions, and Amani Christian, who deems themselves big-time contenders this year. They've got a bunch of talented but very young kids on that roster, so we'll see how that game shakes out as the Allegheny Conference kicks off. And then in 1A, a couple games between potential title contenders. Union, the defending WPIAL champions, off to a 2-1 start, taking on Shenango, who needed a big comeback last week to win. And then in the Eastern Conference, Riverview is also off to a 2-1 start, taking on perennial title contender Clairton. So that's kind of a measuring stick game for the Riverview Raiders to see how they stack up against a team that should be right in the mix for not only the conference title, but potentially the WPIAL title as well.
And another big non-conference game tonight as well, Bell Vernon at Penn Trafford. And I saw a note come down yesterday, on Wednesday, the PIAA met, and some of the enrollment classifications might end up getting even mixed up a little bit more next year due to the fact that those parochial kids and kids going to VOTEX really counted as basically 1/10 of a student over the last 2-year cycle, and schools like Bell Vernon and Woodland Hills actually classified down, even though Woodland Hills decided to play up. But those schools might find themselves back up in 4A and 5A respectively when those numbers come out later in the year.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely something to keep an eye on. That 10% rule going away is probably going to impact a lot of those schools, and statewide could impact a lot of other schools as well. The interesting thing, though, from a statewide standpoint, is there's a lot of talk about boundary schools versus non-boundary schools. Does this reclassification now, counting every student that lives in the district regardless of where they go to school, does that actually help some of those non-boundary schools move down to lower classifications than, if, like you said, the Woodland Hills of the world get bumped up to, say, 5A or so, even though that's where they're playing. But you're right. Does that move like a North Catholic back down from 4A to 3A or something like that? So it's going to be an interesting thing to keep an eye on. The other thing that got changed last year was the way the success formula is calculated. So they took some of the factors out of it, and right now it's pretty much just, if you get far enough in the playoffs, then you're going to get moved up. So Bell Vernon could get forced up into 4A just based on if they win another WPIAL title, being the defending state champion. So definitely some factors in play with this year being a year leading into realignment, that it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in December and January when those schools submit their enrollment numbers.
Always fun to watch and always fun to check out SteelCityBlitz.com as well. Of course, you cover the WPIAL sports, also cover the Steelers. The one Steelers factoid that I just found unbelievable this week, they have not lost a Monday night football game at home since 1991. Of course, they play the Browns this Monday night, trying to bounce back after that tough opening loss against the 49ers.
Yeah, that was a very frustrating game. I was there with my dad and my two oldest kids, and we were just kind of sitting there in the hot sun like, what is going on? They can't do anything against this team. It was a really frustrating opener, but San Francisco is one of the best teams in the league and one of the best defenses in the league. So hopefully they can bounce back against the division rivals this week. You can check out our Steel City Blitz podcast on YouTube. You can also check out my WPIAL Blitz show, as I mentioned earlier. Check out all my WPIAL Games of the Week articles, standings page, and all that on SteelCityBlitz.com. And, now that we're getting into conference play and games that matter towards playoff contention are starting to happen, I keep track of all the tiebreakers in my standings page. So it's the only one you'll find out there on the Internet that has all the tiebreakers listed all in one spot. So check it out on SteelCityBlitz.com. Thanks a lot for having me this week. I appreciate it.
Anytime. We'll talk to you next week before the Mustangs take on the Greater Latrobe Wildcats.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
That's Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. The starting lineups and the opening kickoff on the way next.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Score big savings when you shop at Reese Warehouse in Smithfield with great pricing on appliances from such manufacturers as Maytag and Whirlpool. Furniture by Flex Steel and Ashley, just to name a couple. Comfortable bedding by Serta, and much, much more. Great pricing only at Reese Warehouse. Your Community Choice winner is one of the best places to buy appliances. Shop Monday 9 to 7. The rest of the work week until 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. Reese Warehouse, the Superstore in Smithfield. Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of the players and the coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning. Would appreciate your vote on November 7th.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Back here at McKeesport High School, about 6 minutes away from kicking it off tonight. The McKeesport Tigers hosting the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with Steve Superstar Camp behind the camera. Tony Hanola keeping stats, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WMBS studios. Steve is your starting lineups to being brought to you by SWGI Specialists. Now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown, a different name but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to all of our Fayette County teams. Steve?
Okay, thanks, Brian. For McKeesport on offense, starting left tackle is number 53, Jaden Keys. Left guard is Nicholas Winowich. He's number 57. Center is Brady Boyle, number 50. Right guard is number 55, Courtney Dunn. And the right tackle is Ryan Burtner. He's number 56. The wing backs are Cromartie, Stuyvesant, and Spell. Quarterback is Garrett Tarker. Fullback Anthony Boyd. The tight end is Keith Spell, and the split end is Colton Kotouch. For the Mustangs on offense tonight, starting at left tackle is number 54, Billy Barton. Cam Van Meter, number 73, is your left guard. Josh Kelly is your center. Hunter Hrab is your right guard, and Connor Dye is the right tackle. Split ends are Darren Dunn and Josiah Lewis and Hunter Kuzier. The running back is Tristan Baker, and the halfback is Parker Hoff. Quarterback tonight getting the start is Johnny Duke. He's number 17. For the Tigers on defense, they'll play a 3-4-4 look. Keith Spell's your left end. Nose guard is Javier Bray. Courtney Dunn is the right end. Linebackers from left to right are Stuyvesant, Bruton, Brown, and Bierman. The defensive backs are Dom Cochran, Kamon Spell, Anthony Boyd, and Anthony Cromartie are your defensive backs. Defensively for the Mustangs, left defensive end Josiah Lewis. Billy Barton is your tackle. Pletcher is nose guard. Josh Kelly is the right defensive tackle. Jaden Tucker is the end on the right side. Linebackers Baker and Hoff in the middle, and the defensive backs are Noah Lyon, Hunter Kuzier, Tristan McCoy, and Josh Reed.
And Steve, Laurel Highlands switching from a 4-4 today to a 5-2 defensively. Your thoughts behind that?
Well, they're trying to get more up front. They're going to be going against a triple option threat, so they're trying to stop that, kind of plug the line of scrimmage a little bit. We'll see how it works. Problem with that is if once the guy breaks through the first line, then it's Katie bar the door. I mean, they could run for a long way. So you got those guys up front, a lot of pressure on them to make some plays.
McKeesport in the Carolina blue shirts, red numbers, white trim, and navy blue pants. Laurel Highlands in the away whites, blue numbers, and red trim. The Mustang sideline on the far side, the McKeesport sideline here on the near side.
Captain for the Mustangs,
Yeah.
number 15.
What were you going to say, Steve?
No, I was just Sarah and I were talking. It's already getting colder out here. The sun went down. and which is better for us to see the field because it was a little tough here in pregame warm-ups. So the sun setting across the way. Usually they have the press boxes set up on the other side like that, but sun sets, and the temperature's probably dropped at least 10 degrees since when we pulled into the parking lot, Brian.
And just so much history here at McKeesport. They've made the WPIAL playoffs 25 straight times. They're third behind Thomas Jefferson and Al Equipa, who've qualified in 28 consecutive years. They won the WPIAL championship back in 2005, defeated my alma mater, Woodland Hills, in the title game 19-7. Their last PIAA appearance also back in 05, and they were able to knock off Bethlehem Liberty in the state title game back in 2005. And certainly, Steve, it seems like year in and year out, McKeesport's always a contender.
Well, and they got athletes up here, and this area produces some pretty good football players and basketball, but they have had a lot of good football teams for a lot of years, and it should be a good test for the Mustangs. Should be a lot of fun tonight. And I like their uniforms. You like that Carolina blue with the red? That's kind of a combination you don't see very often, but it kind of goes pretty good together. It's a nice look.
McKeesport will work left to right as we describe it here in the opening quarter. The Tigers won the toss, and they want the football.
Yeah, that's interesting. So that tells you right there they want to get the football, start scoring points early, and let's hope to see how the Mustangs handle that triple option from the McKeesport Tigers.
Anthony Cromartie back deep to receive for McKeesport. He's standing back right around the 15-yard line. The Mustangs will have Tanner Brusda sending it away from the 40. Nice night, though, Steve. Clear skies. Don't have to worry about any rain tonight, but the temperature expected to drop into the 40s. We're in the upper 60s right now, but a little bit cool outside. Probably about 10 degrees cooler outside for you than it is for us inside the press box.
It's a little chillier, and the wind's blowing a little bit more than you probably realize. If you look at those flags to your right, it's kicking right behind our kicker, so he should be able to get this pretty deep.
Keelan Spell back on the near side. Cromartie back on the far side for the McKeesport Tigers is Brusdo with the run-up, and it'll go to Cromartie over at the 10-yard line on the far side as the 15-20, 25-30. Look out here. Cromartie bringing it back to the 34-yard lines where the Tigers will start first and 10. Referee tonight, Curry Ripley. The umpire is Brian Wisniewski. The linesman is Bobby Madison. The line judge is Kevin Searfoss. The field judge is Dave McCarthy, and the side judge, Mike McCarthy. We appreciate that.
Bobby Madison, that's the local guy. Isn't that
yes.
Is he from Uniontown?
Yeah, Tony was talking to him before the game. Tell us one of your buddies, right?
He's one of my son's friends, right? Bobby Madison.
Yeah. Well, actually, his dad was the ninth grade baseball coach at Laurel Highlands for quite some time. So, I got to talk to him a little before the game.
Little juggle and a regain there for the Tigers on the pitch here on the near side and bring it all the way into Laurel Highlands territory down to the 43-yard line is Valdez Stuvates.
That's more than a juggle, Brian. He fumbled it. The ball went to the ground, but it bounced right back to him. And that's a tough. When a ball goes to the ground, it seems like the defense panics and they actually lose their assignments. They go to the football, and it's exactly what happened. And then he was able to gather it and pitch it out for a big first down gain.
Yeah, good job there by Garrett Tarker, the quarterback, 6'1", 170 senior.
Did not panic, did he?
No, he didn't. Lining up now in the shotgun set with the protector back off to his right from the Laurel Highlands 44. Tarker takes it, little quick screen near side. Pass complete to Colton Kotouch, and Kotouch bringing it down to the 36-yard line, 8-yard pickup to bring up second down and 2. They don't throw much. Tarker came into the game just 7 of 24 for 124 yards, a touchdown and an interception.
A lot of teams wouldn't even consider that a throw. That's just a little toss out to the side. Pretty much about as easy of a pitch and catch as you could find. But they did a good job of getting a blocker out there in front for a nice, let's call it a 7-yard gain.
Now spotted here at the Laurel Highlands 37. They need the 34 for a first down. Garrett Tarker now back under center. Anthony Boyd behind him. And a little play fake. Tarker's going to put it up. Single coverage near side. Brought down at the 10. Breaking a tackle at the 5 and into the end zone for a McKeesport touchdown is Dom Cochran.
Yeah, Joshua Reed had a shot at him. Ball was actually well underthrown. It kind of fluttered, and Reed just whiffed on the tackle, and he's upset with himself, and that's a tough break for the Mustangs. Pretty quick work of the Tigers, just going right down the field on the Mustangs.
Score occurring at the 10:35 mark of the opening quarter. Tarker to Cochran on the 37-yard touchdown pass. And now Nathan Kendrick on for the extra point. Kick up on the way. And good on the McKeesport Tigers, a 7-0 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. 10:35 left here in the first. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Dave Lohr wants to remain your Fayette County Commissioner. Commissioners have come and gone, but real change came when Dave Lohr was elected Fayette County Commissioner. Dave left politics at the door to focus on what's best for the people of Fayette County. The county is changing from here at home to Pittsburgh to Harrisburg to Washington. They're noticing things are looking up for Fayette County, and businesses are noticing too. And that's good for everyone. Keep Dave Lohr your Fayette County Commissioner.
Paid for by the Dave Lohr campaign.
Back here at McKeesport High School, a 7-0 lead already for the McKeesport Tigers over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Garrett Tarker to Dom Cochran. 37-yard touchdown pass, just a 3-play, 66-yard drive. Took a $1.25 off the clock. Kickoff going back to Hunter Kujar at the 10. Has the 15-20, and Kujar brings it across to the 25-yard line. So Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10, but a tough start for the Mustangs, Steve.
Well, they certainly made it look pretty easy, didn't they? Fumbled a first play, and they picked it up, and they still got 30, 40 yards. Then they get a pass for about 8 or 7 yards, and then they go pass for the rest of the way in. So what is that, a 3-play drive? That was the only 3 plays they had, wasn't it?
3 plays, 66 yards, took a $1.25 off the clock. Again, Tarker to Cochran on the touchdown pass, and the Mustangs go to work here. Johnny Duke getting the start tonight, operating out of the shotgun, takes the snap, screen far side, pass complete at the 25-30, and Josiah Lewis takes it down to the Mustang 39-yard line, 13-yard gain, and Laurel Highlands first down.
That's a good job by the Mustangs there, getting a ball out to the wide out, and he's able to get a block, which is, that's one thing. Those you're going to throw those little outs or little bubble screen plays, you have to have your receivers block, and that's how the Mustangs did a good job of blocking. Now we're going to get a timeout. What are we going to? The far side lines officials blowing their whistle.
Waiting to see what's going on here. They're coming over to talk to the Mustang sidelines. I think you're going to have one of the officials must have saw one of the Tigers take a hit there, Steve, on the play, and they're ordering number 26, that's Anthony Boyd, out of the game, probably to get checked for a concussion.
Well, either that or his helmet might have came off a little bit, so they have to come out for a play if their helmet comes off. So I didn't see what happened, but he looks like he's okay. He's getting a little drink of water. One thing, the track, there's a track here, but we're pretty close to the field. These bleachers aren't that high up, so this is a pretty nice view.
I have to say hello to our buddy Ed Walensky from Sandy Howe Notary Services checking in. Billy Dice also watching tonight as well. He's attending a wedding. That's why one of the reasons we don't have the Uniontown game on, a little short staff tonight. But Billy always does a great job for us, and we'll see him back next Friday. We're back with 2 games. Uniontown at Valley next week. We'll be back at home for the Mustangs and the Greater Latrobe Wildcats for homecoming.
Wonder how Manny's golf game's coming along. I heard Billy's teaching Manny how to play golf.
Yes. Hopefully coming along pretty good. He sent me a couple of pictures of Manny at the wedding tonight as well. And also Big George checking in from Delaware. Wanted everybody to know he's going to the St. Francis of Pennsylvania-Delaware game tomorrow to check out Keandre DeShields.
Nice. Hopefully Keandre gets a little time tomorrow, and that'll be good. Big George, wonder if he's bringing his foam finger all the way into Delaware.
Yes. Well, that's where he lives at. So home game for him. St. Francis on the road tomorrow, taking on Delaware. We have 10-11 left here in the opening quarter, 7-0. The McKeesport Tigers leading the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And, Steve, that completion to Josiah Lewis, just a second catch for Lewis on the season. The other one was a 21-yard reception in the Mustangs' opening game against Uniontown, which went for a touchdown. And on the other side, Dom Cochran, that's his 3rd reception of the season. All 3 for Cochran have been touchdowns for McKeesport.
And he's just a touchdown maker, that Cochran, right?
Now the Mustangs, after the first down, go back to work here from their own 37, and this time they'll go to the ground with Tristan Baker, and Baker getting 2, maybe 3, up to the 40-yard line, where he ran into a Tigers wall there to bring up second down and about 8 there for the Mustangs.
Wow, that's a Baker's a pretty tough runner, and for him to go get pushed back like that tells you how strong those kids are from McKeesport. Just as he actually started, looked like he was going to get some yardage there, got picked up 2 quick yards, and then boom, he just went backwards.
Baker came into the game 20 carries for 75 yards. Now you have Parker Hoff to the left of Johnny Duke in the backfield. Twins to the near side. Single coverage out to the far side. I think one of the Tigers jumped across.
Yeah, when Baker came in motion, the left defensive end.
That's Courtney Dunn.
Yeah.
Jumped across. And Dunn, a 6'3", 260 senior from
difference in
McKeesport.
high school football, folks, is once that player goes in that neutral zone, the play is over, and they can't jump back like they can in college or in the pros. And
the 2nd and 8 now becomes a 2nd and 3. Duke remains out of the shotgun, goes to Parker Hoff between the tackles, and Hoff, some tough running into McKeesport territory, down to the 47-yard line. Give Hoff 6 yards. He's done a nice job carrying the football so far this season for the Mustangs. Came into the game 26 carries for $141 and a touchdown.
Wow. Hoff and Baker, they almost look identical out there other than the number 18 or 10, but they about the same size. I think Hoff
a little bigger.
He's a little bigger, a little taller, but they have very similar running styles, and it's a nice 1-2 punch.
Yeah, Hoff just 10 pounds heavier, 215 versus Baker. They list at 205. 1st and 10 from the Tigers, 47. This time they'll go back to Baker, and Baker, a little plunge, gets close to the 45, a yard, maybe 2 there for Tristan Baker. And the Mustangs doing a nice job. Couple of first downs already on this drive as they trail 7-0 here at the 8:38 mark of the opening quarter.
Well, the thing they're doing that's fantastic for the Mustangs, they're holding on to the football and they're running the clock, keeping this, shortening this game up, if you will. I mean, the Tigers scored on 3 plays and took about 30 seconds to score.
25 officially.
Yeah, officially, but
2nd and 8 now for Laurel Highlands. This time they go back to Parker Hoff, and Hoff 2, maybe 3 down to the 42-yard line to bring up 3rd down and 5. So the Mustangs putting themselves in manageable situations here in the opening quarter.
Well, you got 3rd and 5 past midfield. You got to believe it's 4-down territory, especially, we've had we don't have to chronicle the punting situations all year. It's just been chaos for every team in high school. A lot of, even the teams we're going against, everyone's having trouble with the punts. So you got to think if they can get some positive yardage here, they've got to be in a position to go for it.
3rd and 5 for the Mustangs. They reposition Hunter Kuzier in the slot left as Duke takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, has time, looks deep far side. That pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Intended there for Josiah Lewis. Good coverage defensively by the McKeesport Tigers. I think that was Anthony Cromartie over there as well, breaking it up.
Just a little underthrown from Johnny Duke. Not a bad throw, but just if he puts a little bit more mustard on that one and gets it down there, it could have been a big play for the Mustangs, but here they're going to go for it at 4th and 5.
Yeah, the Mustangs averaging as a team just 17.6 yards a punt so far this season. Line up here with 3 wide receivers, an H-back and a sidecar off to the left of Johnny Duke. Now movement here on the line. It's going to be a false start on Laurel Highlands.
Cam Van Meter jumped a little early. The sophomore got a little anxious.
They've shuffled up the line a bit as well, Steve. Barton now the left tackle, Van Meter now the left guard.
I still think you go for it
I
here.
agree. 4th and 10 now from the McKeesport 47.
I mean, here's the thing here. You throw it up there down the field. Even if it's intercepted, it'd be like a punt.
You've both quarterbacks in the game right now as well. Noah Lyon as a wide receiver and a banana bunch off to the left as Duke takes the snap. Quick out near side, goes to Lyon, has it at the 40. Surge for Noah Lyon. Laurel Highlands first down. Needed 10. He got 12 to move the sticks on 4th and 10.
Wow, good play there by Johnny Duke. A good throw. Got it out to Lyons quickly, and Lyons had blockers, helpers going down the field. Created enough interference for Lyons to get the first down.
And it's Lyon singular, Steve.
Yeah.
First reception of the season for Noah Lyon. And the Mustangs with a 1st and 10 here at the McKeesport 35. Duke back out of the shotgun. Baker to his right. Quick screen, far side, high and over the head of Josiah Lewis. Would have probably got lit up there, Steve, on the flat on the far side by McKeesport's number 4, Richard Bierman.
Well, just overthrown. But Duke doing a pretty good job so far, handling the offense, handling the football.
Now 2nd and 10 from the McKeesport 35. We're down to 6:44 left here in the opening quarter. The Mustangs putting together a couple of first downs.
Remember, Bruce, a pretty good kicker.
Yes.
I mean, I was watching him in warm-ups. He was hitting them from 45 yards out. There's another false start by the Mustangs. That's 79, Connor Dye. So that right side of that line has jumped a little bit.
Now they're without Brad Smith tonight, which shuffled up the line a little bit. It moved Barton from guard to tackle, and they've had to reposition a couple of other personnel as well. And again, the Mustangs also had to do that with their wide receivers, missing Antoine Black tonight. Now 2nd and 15 from the McKeesport 40. Don't want to get too far here behind the chain, Steve.
No.
3 wide outs again. Hoff's the H-back. Baker to the right of Duke in the backfield. On the 2nd and 15, Duke takes the snap, play fake, looks far side, the pass broken up, intended for Josiah Lewis, but a flag coming in. Might have pass interference here against the Tigers, and their faithful don't like it.
Well, their faithful don't like it, and I probably agree. That ball was underthrown, and the defensive player looked like he was making a play of the football, which was going right through the offensive player. But the Mustangs are going to get a call. Let's see what the call is.
Yes, defensive pass interference going there against Malik Davis.
Well, that's a huge break for the Mustangs.
First down now at the Tigers' 25. 6:38 left here in this opening quarter. Laurel Highlands already taking over 4 minutes off the clock. 1st and 10 now from the Tigers' 25. Ball on the left hash mark. Johnny Duke's been the Mustang quarterback on this opening drive as Parker Hoff off to his right. Twin receivers to the far side. Single coverage with Darren Dunn to the near side. Another screen. This one going to Hunter Kuzier, and Kuzier hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tigers had a good read on that defensively. Not much blocking in front of Kuzier as well for Laurel Highlands.
Ball fluttered out of Johnny Duke's hands. That was dangerous. I don't know if it slipped or what happened there, but it looked like a punch knuckle shot there. It was just going all over the place. Looked like a Phil Necro knuckleball going across, and he was lucky Kuzier was able to catch it, and it just took too long to get out there, and Kuzier had nowhere to go.
Now 2nd and 10 from the Tigers' 25. Duke again back out of the shotgun, has Baker to his left, and Tristan Baker gets the football between the tackles, takes it down to the 21-yard line for a 4-yard pickup to bring up 3rd down and 6.
That's a pretty good play to getting 4 yards a clip. 2 more of those and you get a first down.
And a 5:39 left here in the opening quarter. Line of scrimmage now, the McKeesport 21.
Coach Colsar's got to be thrilled with this opening drive for the Mustangs. They got a penalty that really helped out a little bit, but they've been able to make some plays and move the football.
Parker Hoff has an H-back now on the right side. Duke again with Baker to his left on this 3rd and 5. Now they reposition Hoff to the left side of the line. Duke's going to take a timeout. Let's take one as well. 5:10 left here in the opening quarter. 7-0 McKeesport. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958. 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from Bruce Beard.
3rd and 6 now for Laurel Highlands after the timeout. Duke back out of the shotgun. Hangs in the pocket, will pump fake, screens out near side, pass complete to Parker Hoff. Hoff inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. So Hoff getting 2, maybe 3. We'll have another 4th and short upcoming here for the Mustangs, 4th and about 3.
Going to kick it. They're going to kick a field goal, Brian. It's in his range. And it's on the left hash, which a right-footed kicker likes that. He likes to, send it out to the middle and kind of draw it back in there, kind of like one of your drives on the par 5, Brian. You draw it in back in the fairway.
It'll be a 36-yard attempt. Mustangs down 7-0. Now late substitution here is Josh Kelly will check out. So Brewsda trying to pull the Mustangs back to within 4. Clean snap coming back. Lyon puts it down. Brewsda has plenty of distance, and that field goal is up on the way and good. So a 36-yarder from Tanner Brewsda puts the Mustangs on the scoreboard. It's McKeesport 7, Laurel Highlands 3. 4:22 left here in the first. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son, Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 60th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repairs, and glass installation. They'll gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they'll work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 60 years. Call 724-437-2351. 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Always proud to support local high school sports.
That was a 36-yard field goal from Tanner Brewsda, capped off an 11-play, 38-yard drive that took 6 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock. The score occurring at the 4:22 mark of the opening quarter. Laurel Highlands was offsides there on the kickoff. Not sure if a flag was thrown or not. Nonetheless, it goes back to about the 2-yard line. And here on the run back is Cromartie, and Cromartie breaking a couple of tackles with another flag on the play. Down the near boundary, Brewsda had a hit on him, and Cromartie finally bringing it back to midfield before it was finally upended by Jacob Johnson.
It's going to be probably in the area of a block in the back or a holding call on the kick.
There was surprisingly, Steve, not offsides call there on the kickoff. I thought Kuzier was about 3 yards in front of Brewsda.
Well, it wasn't
when he
3 yards,
away.
but it was definitely a yard. He was certainly across the line before the ball was kicked.
He did have a block in the back, as you expected there, Steve. So the Mustangs get another break, and they'll mark it off from the 25-yard line where the foul occurred. This is going to push the football. Would have been on the 50. All the way back to the 15-yard line. It's about a 35-yard penalty. They're on the block in the back on the return.
At their own 15-yard line.
Certainly hurts McKeesport.
Well, we'll see. It just gives them more room to. They went 3 plays and 60 yards last time, so let's see what happens.
This is the team that normally likes to run the football as well. Garrett Tarker under center. And they'll bring Cromartie in motion, and the inside handoff going to go to Anthony Boyd. And Boyd getting 2, maybe 3, up to the 19-yard line to bring up 2nd down and 7 again. His brother, Steve, playing at California University of Pennsylvania. And Anthony, a pretty good runner as well. He's a junior, 5'8", 175 pounds.
Well, he's got stuff that the Mustangs are really loading a lot of players in that line of scrimmage in the box, as they say. And Barton was the one really in the middle of it.
Tarker back under center on the 2nd and 7. Another inside handoff and bouncing off a couple of Mustangs, bring it down to the 29-yard line for a McKeesport first down.
See, there's a play
on
right
that
there.
Run, Steve, they had Anthony Boyd there again.
Yeah, he got through the initial wave, and I tell you what, he's one move away from going 80 yards there. Not a lot of help after the Mustang that made the tackle.
Had a couple people in front of us here, Steve. They're trying to call that last play. A little crowded up here in the press box, and this time the run's going to go to the freshman, Keemon Spell. They're high on Spell, and he'll break it on the far side and get close to midfield. They'll roll Spell out at the McKeesport 48-yard line. 19-yard run for Spell, who came into the game. 11 carries for $167 and 2 touchdowns.
Well, they're not having too much difficulty moving the football. A pretty quick moving first quarter, only 3:09 left.
7-3 lead for McKeesport over Laurel Highlands. We mentioned they're very high on Spell. only the second freshman starter for the Tigers over the last 40 years. And now Tarker will operate here out of the shotgun. They'll actually go trips out to the near side on this 1st and 10 from the McKeesport 48. Quick screen. That's going to be Stuvaints on the reception. Stuvaints inside the 40-35. Stuvaints still going and finally run out of bounds at the Laurel Highlands 30-yard line. 22-yard pickup from Tarker to Stuvaints. And Stuvaints, Steve, has a pretty good arm as well. They'll actually use him as the backup quarterback, and they have a couple of Wildcat sets with him as well we might see throughout the course of the night.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a good play by Stuvaints, but that's a really good play by number 15, Cochran. Gets downfield and gets a block for his guy coming down the field that sprung him for an extra 20 yards.
Tarker now the pistol with Anthony Boyd behind him, and Anthony, they're going to fake it to him. Tarker calls his own number, but Jaden Tucker was not fooled. Pulls down Tarker behind the line, so Jaden Tucker tackle for a loss there, and a 1-yard loss from Tarker to bring up 2nd down and 11. Tucker came into the game 4 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, and a sack defensively for the Mustangs.
Tucker there, and so is Barton. Good job of the Mustangs to keep that to a no-gainer.
2nd and 11. 2:30 left on a running clock here in the opening quarter. McKeesport struck first on a touchdown pass from Garrett Tarker to Dom Cochran. Mustangs answer back with a 36-yard field goal from Tanner Brusda. Now 2nd and 11. And
timeout.
Some whistles come in. We're going to have a timeout. Laurel Highlands will take one as well. 2:16 left here in the first. 7-3 McKeesport. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Rob Harper of Radcliffe Law. Trip Radcliffe, Bill Martin, and I want you to know that Radcliffe Law has handled all sorts of accident cases for the past 40 years, and we are here for you. There is no need for you to travel to Pittsburgh and pay a larger fee. Call us, and we will gladly meet with you for free right here in Uniontown. We even have Saturday hours to accommodate your schedule. Visit our website and Facebook page. Give us a call at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Law, your local injury attorney.
Hello, my name is Dr. Garrett Breakiron, and I am running for South Union Township Supervisor. I have been a lifelong resident of South Union and raised my family and built my business in South Union. I have recently retired, and I will devote my full time and energy as your supervisor. It's time for a change of the old guard with new leadership. I humbly ask for your support in the upcoming election.
The following message was paid for by the Friends of Garrett Breakiron.
As we come back, Garrett Tarker looking near side, looking for Anthony Cromartie, but that pass a little bit high and falls incomplete to bring up 3rd down and 11. Heard some oohing and ahhing out there, Steve. What did the Tiger fans not like there?
Well, they didn't like McCoy pushing the receiver down after he clearly dropped the ball, and that's a 50-50 call whether you get that penalty, and so far all the calls, it seems like they're going the Mustangs' way so far.
3rd and 11 now.
That could have easily called a unnecessary roughness there because he did, he obviously, McCoy had to see that he never caught it.
From the Mustang 31, across the middle, into the end zone for a touchdown. Tarker to Cromartie.
No.
31-yard pass.
So much for them not throwing the ball much, Brian. They're doing all their damage through the air. Mustangs are loading all kind of people up at the line of scrimmage, and they're taking advantage with not very many people in the secondary, and they feel like that's an advantage, and they're taking advantage of that for sure.
Just the second reception of the season for Anthony, going for a McKeesport touchdown. Now the Tigers up 13-3. 2:04 left here in the opening quarter. Now Kendrick on for the extra point. It's up on the way and good. That's the 11th made extra point of the season for Nathan Kendrick, and a 14-3 lead for McKeesport over Laurel Highlands. 2:04 left here in the first, and we're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Fayette County Commissioner Vince Visides salutes all who work so hard to keep high school football an important part of our lives. A great amount of effort, much of it behind the scenes, goes into putting a team on the field. And a lot of teamwork occurs when elected officials produce positive outcomes in our communities. On Election Day, let's keep Vince Visides and his team moving us forward. Vince Visides, at work building Fayette County's future.
Paid for by the Friends of Vincent A. Visides.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Back here at McKeesport High School. 14-3 now. The Tigers over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. 2:04 left in the opening quarter. Kickoff going back to Hunter Kuzier at the 1. Kuzier breaking in on the far side, 25-30. And Kuzier right out of bounds at the 31-yard line. For Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. That last drive capped off by the Garrett Tarker to Anthony Cromartie touchdown pass, 31-yard pass, capped off an 8-play, 85-yard drive. Took just 1:58 off the clock, Steve. So McKeesport's 2 touchdown drives, 125 and 158, and so far they've run 11 offensive plays.
Well, it's definitely not what I think the Mustangs expected, which was a heavy triple option type offense. They've been going straight down the field through the air.
Mustangs going back to the ground. It's Tristan Baker. Minimal gain up to the 35 to bring up 2nd down and 8. And both Baker and Parker Hoff did a nice job on the ground for Laurel Highlands during their opening drive.
Man, you can see what the Mustangs, they're trying. Look at this. They're going to milk that play clock down to under 10 seconds probably before they snap it. And trying to keep the clock moving, shorten this game up, shorten the possessions for the Tigers as much as they can.
Duke back out of the shotgun this time. Jaden Tucker off to his left.
Jumped left tackle. They're going to flag the Mustangs there.
Those penalties certainly killers on the Laurel Highlands side. 3 penalties, 15 yards so far for Laurel Highlands. Tigers seem to have more big play ability in them right now than the Mustangs have. Down to 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Line of scrimmage now, the Laurel Highlands 29. It's 2nd and 13. Duke remains out of the shotgun. Play fake to Tucker. They're coming after him. Flushed out, far side. Throw on the run, intercepted. Went right to Stuvanes, and Stuvanes breaking a couple of tackles down the far sideline and in the end zone for a McKeesport touchdown.
Just a bad decision there by Johnny Duke. He's really played a pretty good game up until that play there. He was getting pressure and just threw it to no one. Stuvane was the only player within, 20 yards of the ball?
Yes. He was the only one over there, so he might have been intentional grounding if Stubanes wasn't there.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been. There was nobody in the area other than one blue jersey, light blue jersey, number 33.
So Valdez Stuvanes, a 33-yard interception return for a touchdown. And just like that, it's 20-3. McKeesport extra point up on the way and good from Anthony Kendrick. Check that, Nathan Kendrick. So with 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter, 21-3. Tigers over the Mustangs. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
I'm Mike Auble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the District Attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Auble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change.
Paid for by the candidate.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
All McKeesport so far, they lead Laurel Highlands by a score of 21-3, and that kickoff will bounce in the end zone for a touchback. Latest score, pick 6, Valdez Stuvanes intercepting Johnny Duke, taking it back 33 yards for a score at the 52.4 second mark of the opening quarter, putting the Tigers up 21-3 after the Nathan Kendrick extra points. Now a tough spot for Laurel Highlands, Steve, down 18, and we're still here in the first. We'll start this drive from their own 20-yard line. Any stats standing out to you right now, Tony?
Not really. Duke is 3 for 7 on the night for 27 yards, and then you look on the other side at Tarker, and he's actually 4 for 5. 98 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Mustangs go under center this time, trying to throw the Tigers off a little bit defensively, but Parker Hoff immediately wrapped up there, Steve, and will lose about a yard on the play, back to the 19 to bring up second down and 11.
Yeah, pretty good job by Hoff. He never went down, but his forward momentum was definitely stopped, and Mustangs now are going to probably
they don't even have to run another play here. The play clock's at 27, game clock at 24.
Right.
Let's see if they choose to snap it here, or if they'll just take it to the end of the first, down 18. That opening drive for Laurel Highlands looked promising, ended in a 36-yard field goal. But the Mustangs have stalled out a little bit here, down to 5, down to 4. Now Duke repositions out of the shotgun.
They're going to wait.
And they're going to wait and snap it to start the second. So after 1 quarter of play, it's McKeesport 21, Laurel Highlands 3. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back here at McKeesport High School, start of the second quarter. The McKeesport Tigers a 21-3 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super, Tony Hinola, Sarah Camp behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our WMBS studios. A reminder, next week we're back with 2 games on our WMBS Facebook page. Uniontown travels to Valley to take on the Vikings. Mustangs back at home for homecoming against the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. Our coverage starts with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6 o'clock. Now Laurel Highlands working left to right as we describe it. Start of the second quarter, facing a 2nd and 11. Johnny Duke remains the Mustang quarterback. Takes the snap, quick screen, near side. Pass complete to Josiah Lewis out in the flat. Lewis across the 25, down to the 27-yard line for an 8-yard pickup. Mustangs need more of that, Steve.
They need a lot more of that, and they need to keep the ball away from these Tigers because they have been able to score at will. And Mustangs face a big 3rd down here. If you've got to figure down 21-3, you got to feel like you got 2 downs to get this 1 yard.
Lewis got a good spot down to the 29, so 3rd and 1. Inside run to Tristan Baker, clogged up well by the Tigers. Baker trying to keep those legs churning. He might have got the spot there on the far side.
Well, that surge at the end with his the entire Mustang team, other than the quarterback, maybe pushing him forward, they're going to give him the 1st down.
Mustangs needed that across to the 31. 1st and 10, 11:06 left before halftime. Mustangs still down, though, 21-3. Johnny Duke getting his first start of the season tonight as the Mustang quarterback. Has Parker Hoff off to his right, twin receivers to the near side. Single coverage to the far side. They'll keep it on the ground with Hoff. And minimal room there between the tackles. Hoff dropped to the line for no gain to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Not much going on there. Hoff ran into a wall of a bunch of big defensive linemen from the Tigers.
Well, Javier Bray, who's the nose guard, Steve, they list him at 6'3", 390.
Yeah, he looks like a college, looks like an NFL nose tackle, doesn't he, out there?
The left end is Keith Spell. He's 6'2", 255. Right end, Courtney Dunn, 6'3", 260.
Yeah, looks like a college team.
2nd and 10 now from the Laurel Highlands 31. Duke back out of the gun, same formation for the Mustangs, takes the snap, flush to the near side, a little throw forward, goes to Hop, breaks a tackle across the 35, and spins down to the 38, maybe the 39-yard line. So a good run after the catch there from Parker Hoff, picking up 7, maybe 8 to put the Mustangs in another 3rd and manageable situation here, 3rd and about 3 for Laurel Highlands.
That's a pretty good play there. You know, you got to get up there where you can get a chance at it, because you got to figure, if you're Coach Colasar, you got to figure 2 downs. It's 4-down territory pretty much the rest of the game. I would think if you maintain being down by 20 or so, down 21-3, you cannot afford to give the Tigers the ball back.
Duke now repositioning Parker. Check that. Hunter Kujar in the slot left. Tucker off to his right. Now Tristan Baker comes in motion.
Timeout.
And what do we got here? Timeout, Laurel Highlands. So we'll take one as well. It's the Mustangs' final timeout. 9:18 left before halftime. 21-3 McKeesport. We're back in 60 here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Tonight.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Back here at McKeesport High School after the Mustang timeout, Laurel Highlands facing a 3rd and 3 line of scrimmage. The Mustangs 38, ball on the near hash mark. Duke out of the shotgun, inside run going to Jaden Tucker. Now bounce it out on the near side and has a Mustang first down, trying to tiptoe the near boundary. Let's see where they rule him out. It's going to be out here at the Mustang 48, but still a 10-yard pickup and a Mustang first down.
Yeah, nice run, bouncing outside. Good job for the Mustangs to seal off those blocks and get out to the outside, and that's a big first down for the Mustangs.
And Tucker, I think initially, Steve, was looking to go on an inside run, saw there was nothing there. Good job for him to bounce that out and get past the sticks and a 10-yard pickup. Now the Mustangs trying to put together a drive from their own 48. Back to Tristan Baker, and he gets into McKeesport territory just across the midfield stripe, close to the 49-yard line. 2, maybe 3 there for Tristan Baker.
Baker just kind of got that football, and he stumbled forward, and he was able to at least find a seam to get a yard or two, but I think he kind of lost his footing there as soon as he took the handoff.
They only gave him 2. We'll spot it right at midfield. Courtney Dunn was a little shaken up. They're going to bring in Brady Boyle to take his spot as the right end for the Tigers on defense. Now 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs, and now movement here on the line. I think the Mustangs jumped.
That's Barton again.
Yep. Second time he's been flagged tonight. That 2nd and 8 now becomes a 2nd and 13.
Well, it's easy to do. I mean, you look at those guys on the other side of the line, and they're like college and pro size players, and it's got to be a little intimidating for the Mustangs. Who, they're not small kids by any means, but they're certainly, when you look at the size of the front line for the Tigers, it's massive.
2nd and 13 now from the Laurel Highlands 45. Duke takes the snap. They're coming after him. Flag on the play, likely holding. Duke throws down the field in a triple coverage. Another flag coming in.
Late, though. That could be a late hit. See, that last one's going to be a late hit.
Out.
He got hit pretty hard. He got up, but he's slow to get up. Now he's going back down.
So Johnny Duke down. He took a shot late.
He got up.
He's back down,
and now he went back down, yeah.
Injury timeout brought to you by UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive. Phone 724-437-7500. UPMC Rehabilitation Services. Relief is closer than you think. So Duke is down. We'll step aside for a quick 38 minutes left before halftime. 21-3 Tigers. Mustangs with the football are back in 30 here on WMBS.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yohman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yohman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back here at McKeesport High School, Johnny Duke up on his feet. Good news there for the Mustangs. We had offsetting penalties, holding penalty against the Mustangs, roughing the passer on McKeesport. They'll offset, so we'll replay 2nd and 13.
Good news for Johnny Duke and the Mustang fans. He ran off the field, so that was, of course, you'll have to have
Lyon in a quarterback
for at least one play.
And Lyon out of the shotgun now from the Laurel Highlands 45, 2nd and 13 here again as Noah takes the snap. They're coming after him, and Noah got pummeled by Tigers on both sides. So McKeesport smelling some fresh blood
Players
back there,
down.
Steve.
One of the Tigers down. Looked like he hurt his knee, Brian.
So he's
grabbing his knee.
So another injury stoppage with 7:45 left here before halftime. Mustangs facing a 3rd and long. We'll step aside for another quick 30 here on the C.R. Product Group High School Sports Night.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Back here at McKeesport High School, the injured Tiger still being
Keith
attended
Spell,
to.
number 6.
That would be Keith, who's the left end, also one of the tight ends.
Yeah, he grabbed his knee right away, and let's hope it's a cramp. But the way he grabbed his knee, that's normally not the spot where they grab it for a cramp, is it?
No, that's Keemon's older brother.
Yeah,
but Keith able to hobble off, and that's good news on the McKeesport side.
Yeah, great news.
Our live video stream here today, courtesy of State Farm agent Lauren Yohman and also Movement Physiotherapy. Tyler Gasick and his team always doing a great job, Steve.
Tyler's one of my golfing buddies. Like to
38-yard line.
always get around in with him once in a while. Nice guy, good player.
So the Mustangs now facing a 3rd and long after the McKeesport sack. The 3rd and 20. Mustangs need the Tigers 42 for a first down. Duke back in at quarterback. A little screen out to the far side. Josiah Lewis trying to break a couple of tackles, but Lewis nowhere to run. In fact, lost 2 on the play back to the 36.
Well, this could be this could force a punt. You know how I feel about those punts, but 4th and 25 or whatever it's going to be 22 is probably a time where you got to suck it up and punt one away.
Hunter Kuzier's on the field to send it away back in the Mustang 24. And you have Keemon Spell back deep to receive. Back to the McKeesport 35. Head coach Richard Colasar was with the Mustang special teams before the game, working on the snaps coming back.
Coach is moving him to his left, which is towards our sideline there.
Little rugby style there, and Hunter, a nice punt that time. Good hang time. Keemon's going to let it bounce. It'll field it here on one hop. Keemon Spell now on the near side has some running room. They got the wedge set up. Keemon, a little cut back into Mustang territory. And look at Keemon Spell breaking another tackle inside the 30, inside the 25. Spell another cut back as he spins down, finally to the 18-yard line. What a run back there from the freshman.
Wow. You can see why he's the first freshman in 40 years to start here, right?
Second freshman in 40, still pretty good.
Yeah. That was impressive. A lot of guys had shots at him, and nobody could get their hands on him.
He took it all the way back there to the 18-yard line. Actually, a nice spot down to 17. 55-yard return there for Spell.
Just like that. That's what happens with those punts, Brian. We finally get a good punt, and they get a kid that runs it back 50 yards.
They had good hang time,
yeah.
though, too. And they're back to Anthony Boyd this time. Takes inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3-yard run there for Anthony Boyd. There's so much talent on this McKeesport team.
Well, it's just, it's just a lot of things, a lot of bad things can happen when the team's punting the ball. You could have a, bad snap, punt block, shank, or a return like that. It's pretty exciting.
And see, the last freshman to start before Spell was Kalik Hudson for McKeesport. Only other freshman to start over the last 40 years on the Tigers side. 2nd and 6. Another inside run. Inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. That's Boyd again. That's going to be another McKeesport first down. They move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal now from the 8.
Getting to that time of night where the lights are just starting to take full effect. It's not the best lit field we've seen, is it? I don't know how that camera looks, but it's kind of dark.
1st and goal now from the 8. And it'll end around coming back to the near side for a McKeesport touchdown. That was Cromartie. Taking it in, and the Tigers lead now up to 27-3.
Anthony Cromartie.
So Cromartie from 8 yards out. And the Tigers lead now up to 24. 5:12 left here in the second quarter.
Sounded like we lost the feed there.
Yeah, on the radio side. We're still on the video side. And the extra point up on the way in good. We'll rejoin our radio audience in just a moment. 28-3, McKeesport leading Laurel Highlands. 5:12 left before halftime. We're back on both the radio and the TV side in just a moment here on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
So much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com. And find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
So for the folks on the radio side just rejoining us, Anthony Cromartie, an 8-yard touchdown run occurring here at the 5:12 mark of the second quarter. Extra point good from Kendrick. Nathan Kendrick now 4 for 4 on PATs. And the McKeesport lead up to 28-3 over Laurel Highlands. Now the Mustangs try to go back to work here on the offensive side. Kendrick now to send it away. Little line drive boot picked up there by Parker Hoff right around the 15. Hoff across the 25, took a big shot. Did he lose the football?
No, he just never went down. He kind of pinballed backwards and spun around, and I don't know how he kept his balance. He lost a couple yards.
26.
Yep.
11, maybe 12 there on the run back from Hoff. That was a 3-play drive, Tony? 3-play, 18-yard drive. Took a $1.06 off the clock. Another short drive for the McKeesport Tigers. Of course, they had great field position after that 55-yard punt return from Keemon Spell.
Well, we got to be careful here, Brian. If we give the ball back to him, we might be in a mercy rule situation by the halftime here.
Or some mercy rule of 35. Lead right now at 25. Duke remains the quarterback. Play fake, quick out near side, in and out of the hands of Hunter Kuzier. I think he's trying to turn up the field before he had the football.
That was a good throw by Duke, and it's a good thing it was because they had a defender. That's number 4 for McKeesport. That's
Richard Bierman.
He had a shot. If that ball is underthrown at all, it's a pick 6. But it was a good throw. It just the ball was just dropped by the Mustangs.
4:59 left before halftime. 2nd and 10 now for Laurel Highlands. Duke has Jaden Tucker off to his right. 3 receivers in the game. Duke takes the snap. Quick screen near side going to Josiah Lewis. Lewis across the 30, lost the football. Trying to get back on. He also had Tristan Baker over there, but Lewis fell back on at the 32-yard line. Will result in a gain of 7, maybe 8 there for Josiah Lewis.
Well, the combinations here, Brian, aren't too bad. There's a pretty big crowd. You can't see to your left, but the student section's packed. And it's a pretty nice setup here. They've been pretty accommodating, and I know you were happy with the Chick-fil-A before the game.
Yes, thank you for that, Steve. Getting us some sandwiches. Looks like they're going to have some food up here in the press box for us at halftime as well, Steve, they brought up.
Oh, really?
You and Sarah will have to make your way over. A couple more halftime snacks. It's now 3rd and 3. Duke throwing on the run. Looking there for Baker. Couldn't hang on. Now the Mustangs will have a 4th and 3 from their own 33-yard line. What do you do here?
Well, if it's me, I'm going for it because, like I said, even when you got a good punt off, that kid ran it back 50 yards on you. But it looks like they're going to punt. I mean, if it's 4th and 20 or 4th and 10, yeah, but 4th and 3, you're down 28-3. I mean, take a shot.
Fire. Under Kuzier, back right around its 21-yard line. And you have Spell back again, right around the 33-yard line.
This kid looked
Kuzier,
like
little
Devin
rugby
Hester.
rollout.
Oh,
Send it away. They got a little coverage down the field this time. Spell's going to let it go. Takes the Laurel Highlands bounce. The Mustangs will down it right around the 22-yard line. Good punt there from Hunter Kuzier.
That was a really good punt there by Kuzier. Nice and high, and knuckleballed it in there.
Tigers take over from their own 23. We'll take a quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, I am Jack Connor. I'm running for district attorney. I'm going to go after drug dealers who are pumping fentanyl into our community, insist upon maximum sentences for dangerous criminals, and escalating sentences for repeat offenders. With clear consequences, would-be criminals will think twice. Then we can all raise families, start businesses, and feel safe in Fayette County. Learn more Mondays at 4:15 p.m. right here on WMBS.
Paid for by friends of Jack W. Connor.
Has a 45-yard punt with no return. So the Tigers will start this drive at their own 22-yard line. And you have Garrett Tarker under center. Handoff going here on the near side across the 30 up to the 35-yard line. There is Anthony Boyd. 13, maybe 14 there for Boyd, and another McKeesport first down.
Now they were trying to rip it out of his hand there as they were twisting him to the ground. And Boyd did a good job of staying real strong with the ball. And the officials are chatting over there. Is there a flag down, Brian? I can't see a flag, but
I didn't see one thrown. The officials are talking.
Yeah, there's a flag in front of the coaching staff over there. See in the front of the Coach Colasar?
Okay. I do see that now. Yep.
Illegal participation, 12 players on defense.
12 players on the defensive side. It's a 15-yard penalty against Laurel Highlands.
Guess we figured we can't stop them with 11. We might as well try 12 if you can get away with it. But and that's going to be a 15-yarder.
Actually had 12 on the field right there. Wow. They check out late.
It really doesn't matter. It's a 3-yard difference, right?
Yeah.
They got to it gets them an extra couple yards.
Up to the McKeesport 38. Tarker back under center. Like to run that triple option. Goes to Anthony Boyd again, and Boyd across the 40 up to the 41-yard line. He's getting a couple there, 3, maybe 4 for Boyd. Boyd came into the game 54 carries for 226 yards and 3 touchdowns. Down to 3:25 left before halftime. Have our halftime show brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. First half stats courtesy of Peach and Pharmacy. Also check some scores around the WPIAL. Tarker play fake, calls his own number, trying to run forward. Mustangs get him behind the line. Finishing him off there was Billy Barr.
Oh, there's a flag. It's going to be a flag on Lyon. Threw a punch. Brian, he got a little frustrated.
They had to stop behind the line.
Yeah, that's going to be he and I think that their numbers are hard to see, but I think that was number 19 for McKeesport. That's
Colin Smith.
Colin Smith they were just kind of jostling a little bit in front of the McKeesport bench, and Smith might have shoved.
They're saying up here, Steve, it might be offsetting.
Well, Smith shoved him first, but then, which wasn't as bad, but Lyon threw a punch, and we're going to see what they call.
After the play, personal foul on this number 3 of the defense.
And just goes on, Noah Lyon.
I would probably agree with that one, even though, you always say, well, the second guy gets caught. The first guy did something too, but the first guy, his wasn't so bad. He just shoved him. You just can't throw a punch.
Yeah, you see that in hockey all the time. Always get the second guy in. Now the Tigers in Laurel Highlands territory down to the Mustang 45. 6 penalties against Laurel Highlands for 50 yards tonight here on the road. Tarker, screen, near side, pass complete, and down to the 35-yard line. It's Colin Smith again.
They're going to call that penalty on number 19, I believe.
Would have been close to about a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, he didn't have to block him either, Brian. He was ahead of the play, running away from the defender, and one of the McKeesport kids blocked him in the back.
There's an offensive holding penalty there against Jaden Keys.
They call it holding, but it was more of a block in the back, but yes.
Keys, a 6'2", 260 senior, starts as the left tackle on this McKeesport offensive front. 10-yard penalty, now 1st and 20.
Yeah, the McKeesport coaching staff cannot be happy with that. I know that's just a hustle play, but he was certainly not going to make the tackle.
Tarker now more of a traditional shotgun set. Protector back to his left, trips to the right. Screen completed. Anthony Boyd back into Mustang territory. Cuts back at the 45, breaks a tackle at the 44, and run out of bounds at the 43 for a 12-yard pickup. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Got a lot of those yards right back real quick, didn't they? And time now 2:30. And the ball must have went out of bounds, so they stopped the clock.
As much damage as Boyd's done on the ground this year, that was his first reception of the season. The clock stopped with 2:30 left before halftime. McKeesport driving again, up 28-3 over Laurel Highlands. Trips now to the near side. Tarker again out of the shotgun. Quick screen, and that one juggled and will be ruled incomplete. I think Keemon Spell was the intended wide receiver at that time. Let's double check. Yes, it was.
Yeah, just a little bit of that's a hard throw from that close from Tarker to make to his guy. He's got to, if you're going to throw one that hard, you better hit him right in the hands where he doesn't have to do anything. And it just was a little out in front of him, and it was a tough, luckily for McKeesport that ball didn't get flipped up in the air, and the Mustang could have easily came in there and scooped that one up before it hit the ground.
Now 3rd and 8 from the Laurel Highlands 43. Clock stopped again, 2:25 left before halftime. Tarker back again in that traditional shotgun. Now twin receivers to each side. Protector back off to his right. Tarker takes the snap. Throw on the far side. Pass complete for a first down to the 31-yard line. And a pickup of 13 yards.
Well, they were throwing some guys deep down the field. They had receivers down the left side all the way in the end zone when that ball was caught, so they are looking to go deep.
That one went to Dom Cochran, who had that opening touchdown of the game on the McKeesport side. The line of scrimmage now the Laurel Highlands 31. Tigers driving again, already 4 first-half touchdowns, looking for more. Tarker out of the gun, twins to the near side, single coverage to the far side. They'll keep it on the ground this time to Kalan Walker. And Walker
it's hard to see the numbers, isn't it?
6-yard gain. Especially when you're doing play-by-play.
Yeah, those jerseys are nice, and you can see them when they're on their bench here.
And you can see them in the daytime, too. It's when it gets at night a little bit. It's a little tricky to spot. 6-yard gain. He's 2nd and 4.
Keep looking over there to the right. Remember where we parked up there on the hillside? Was that a couple years ago, wasn't it? That was 2 years ago.
3 years ago, actually, back in 2020, the COVID year. Did the game over there. You call the game from your car.
But yeah, I was sitting in my truck. It was about 30 degrees outside, and at least I could sit inside.
2nd and 4, a little misdirection back to the near side and down to the 5-yard line on the run. Gain of 20 on the play that time. I think that was Walker again.
Well, this is going to set up for a quick second half, Brian.
No, actually, Jordan Benjamin that time, 13 on the run. So Benjamin taking it down to set up a 1st and goal with under a minute now left here in the second quarter. And Tarker back under center. Tigers trying to finish off the drive, but flags come in.
Timeout.
Timeout taken here by McKeesport. 48 seconds left before halftime. Tigers driving, looking for more, up 28-3. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
After the timeout, McKeesport facing a 1st and goal from their own 5-yard line. Heard that commercial for the Catholic War Vets. They have their annual golf outing coming up tomorrow. Misdirection far side of that spell into the end zone for a touchdown.
Pretty easy. Walked it right in there to the right side. A good misdirection play.
Keemon Spell from 5 yards out. Tigers lead up to 34-3. And Tony, I know you're playing in that golf outing in the morning.
Yeah, early start for us. It's 7 o'clock registration, 8 o'clock tee time, although I know you play at like 5:45 in the morning.
I teed off at 6:48, I think, last Sunday. It was still dark.
I was dreaming about you.
Now Kendrick on for the extra point to make it 35-3. Clean snap coming back. Line drive kick. It's good. All McKeesport. Tigers up 35-3 over the Mustangs. 43 seconds left before halftime. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
35-3 in McKeesport over Laurel Highlands. 43 seconds left before halftime. Kendrick to send it away again here for the Tigers. Here's the run-up. Another deep kick. Going back to Hunter Kuzier, the 4-yard line. Kuzier at the 15. 20 on the far side with a hole. Look out here, Hunter Kuzier across the 40 and finally run out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And Steve, for Mustang fans, don't lose hope. Might be down tonight at 35-3. Remember back to last year, the Mustangs fell big to McKeesport. They didn't lose a game again the rest of the regular season. Still a good shot at picking up a playoff spot out of the Big 7 Conference, but certainly some tough games in the weeks ahead.
Well, this is definitely no embarrassing thing here because, I mean, McKeesport's that good. And Laurel's just they're just playing against a better football team right now, bigger, faster, stronger. But the Mustangs are playing some pretty decent football. They just got to keep working on things, and they'll win some games for sure.
Trips off to the near side, 35 seconds left before halftime. Mustangs in a 32-point hole. Johnny Duke taking the snap. They're setting up the middle screen. It goes there to Tristan Baker. He gets across the 45, hit at the 47, and dropped there for a 4-yard gain. Mustangs out of timeouts.
Pretty disciplined football by the Tigers. Only one defender went to the quarterback. The rest of the guys in blue stayed there and were there to get the Baker.
This might be it here in the second quarter. Here's Duke on 2nd and 6. Flush far side. Has a man and getting out of bounds at the 39-yard line is Kuzier for a first down.
A 56-yard field goal?
Oh, would break the school record set by Harry Radcliffe last year. What did Harry's, 53?
Well, it'd be a 57-yarder from here, right?
That might be pushing it.
39-yard line.
Well, the wind stopped blowing. It's not. The flags are not moving at all now. If you can get like 5-6 yards on a quick out, maybe you could take a shot at a long one.
Only 5.2 left. Duke maybe looking end zone, and yes, he's going deep down the far side in a single coverage, overthrew Josiah Lewis, and that'll end the second quarter with McKeesport leading Laurel Highlands by a score of 35-3. Stay tuned for our halftime show. Brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. It's on the way next here on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors Kurt Matthews, Ron Supta, and Ron Landman are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustang football team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck this season. For information on the North Union Township Rec Center basketball and soccer leagues, please phone 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for over 49 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, fenced-in storage lots, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
I'm Mike Gobble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the district attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Gobble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change.
Paid for by the Casey Sports Cafe, owned and operated by the Vernon family and located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, is announcing they will have new evening hours. New hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in to Casey Sports Cafe and check out their new menu items and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Derby's Riverside Ford is announcing its Truck Month. We've got the inventory and we've got the deals. The 2023 Ford F-150 comes with 1.9% Ford credit financing, plus $1,000 trade assist, and $500 Ford credit cash. 30 in stock. How about a 2023 Ford Bronco Sport 4x4 with 1.9% financing, with $1,000 trade assist, and $1,000 Conquest cash, 10 in stock. These are definitely Truck Month deals. Also, order your 2024 Ford Maverick and Super Duty now. The order banks are open. Reserve yours now. Shop us at riversidemotorsales.com or visit our new state-of-the-art Ford dealership. Derby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past the Lady Luck Casino. Offer ends October 2nd, 2023. Ford credit financing required.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Tough first half for Laurel Highlands. They're down 35-3 here at halftime. Again, our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Tony, is your halftime stats are being brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market. Tony?
Thanks, Brian. Let's start off with the McKeesport offense. Passing-wise, Garrett Tarker was 6 for 8 in that first half, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. One, a 37-yard pass to Dominique Cochran. The other, a 31-yard pass to Anthony Cromartie. Receiving-wise, Valdez Stuvance had 1 catch for 22. Colton Kotouch had 1 catch for 8. Dominic Cochran, 2 catches for 50 yards, and as we mentioned, a touchdown. Cromartie, 1 catch for 31 yards and a touchdown. And Anthony Boyd, 1 catch in that first half for 12 yards. Rushing-wise, Tarker, 2 carries for -3. Jordan Benjamin, 1 carry for 20 late in that first half. Anthony Boyd had 5 carries for 24 yards. Kalon Walker had 1 carry for 6 yards. Keemon Spell had 2 carries for 24 yards and a touchdown on a 5-yard run. Anthony Cromartie, 1 carry for 8 yards and a touchdown. And Valdez Stuvance opened the game with a 1 carry for 23 yards. Offensively, the Tigers, 21 offensive plays. They had 13 rushes for 102 yards. As mentioned, 6 for 8 from the field passing for 123. A total of 225 first-half yards. They had 4 penalties for 40 yards. They had 8 first downs, and they had no turnovers in that first half. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, passing-wise, John Duke was 10 for 16 for 66 yards. He did have that interception that was returned by Stuvance. Receiving-wise, Hunter Kuzier, 2 catches for 14. Josiah Lewis had 4 catches for 26. Noah Lyon, 1 catch for 12. Parker Hoff, 2 catches for 10. And Tristan Baker had 1 catch for 4 yards. Rushing-wise, Tristan Baker, 4 carries for 11 yards. Parker Hoff, 6 carries for 13 yards. Jaden Tucker, 1 carry for 12 yards. And Noah Lyon, 1 carry for -7. The Mustangs ran 28 offensive plays in that first half. They had 12 rushes for 29 yards, 10 for 16 passing for 66 yards, a total of 95 yards in that first half. They were 6 penalties for 50 yards in that first half. They had 7 first downs, and they had the 1 turnover, which resulted in a touchdown for the McKeesport Tigers.
We're back with some scores around the WPIAL in the first half scoring summary. Again at halftime, McKeesport 35, Laurel Highlands 3.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. But what about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Blejo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Blejo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hello, my name is Dr. Garrett Breakiron, and I am running for South Union Township Supervisor. I have been a lifelong resident of South Union and raised my family and built my business in South Union. I have recently retired, and I will devote my full time and energy as your supervisor. It's time for a change of the old guard with new leadership. I humbly ask for your support in the upcoming election.
The following message was paid for by the Friends of Garrett Breakiron.
Hello, I am Jack Connor. I am running for district attorney. I'm going to go after drug dealers who are pumping fentanyl into our community, insist upon maximum sentences for dangerous criminals, and escalating sentences for repeat offenders. With clear consequences, would-be criminals will think twice. Then we can all raise families, start businesses, and feel safe in Fayette County. Learn more Mondays at 4:15 p.m. right here on WMBS.
Paid for by friends of Jack W.
The
Connor.
Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountant.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Brian Rozak, Steve Super, Tony Hinola back here at McKeesport High School. We have Sarah Camp behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our WMBS studios. Here at halftime, 35-3, McKeesport over Laurel Highlands. Some other scores around the WPIAL. Beaver and South Park tied at 14. Albert Gallatin a 6-0 lead over Uniontown. That game closed tonight back in York Run. California 26-7 lead over Jefferson Morgan. At Shaler 23, Hempfield 10. Central Catholic all over Mount Lebanon up 35-0. Fort Cherry counted the same with Char Houston. Fort Cherry 44, Chartiers Houston nothing. It's Cannon Mac 14, Bethel Park 8. McGuffey leading Brentwood 23-0. It's Bentworth 14, Menneson nothing. Trinity's doubled up Connellsville at 28-14. Bell Vernon a 7-0 lead over Penn Trafford. West Green 28, Carmichael 6. Mapletown up 6-0 over Beth Center. Wash High up 12-0 over Greensburg Central Catholic. And Peters Township a 7-0 lead over South Fayette. Taking a look at our scoring summary here at McKeesport High School, the Tigers struck first. Garrett Tarker to Dom Cochran on a 37-yard touchdown pass. Opening drive of the game for the Tigers. Score occurred at the 10:35 mark of the opening quarter. Nathan Kendrick added the extra point. It was a three-play, 66-yard drive. Took a $1.25 off the clock. It was 7-0 McKeesport. Laurel Highlands coming back on an 11-play, 38-yard drive that took 6 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock. Capped off by a Tanner Bruised a 36-yard field goal. It was 7-3 McKeesport over Laurel Highlands at the 4:22 mark of the first. But Garrett Tarker, he wasn't done. His second touchdown pass of the night to Anthony Cromartie was a 31-yard hookup. Kendrick adding another extra point. An 8-play, 85-yard drive took just a minute and 58 seconds off the clock to increase the Tigers' lead to 14-3. Then a pick six. Valdez Stuvance intercepting Laurel Highlands quarterback Johnny Duke, returning it 33 yards for a touchdown. Another Kendrick extra point. It was 21-3. And then Cromartie, an 8-yard touchdown run for McKeesport. That came after a came-on spell, 55-yard punt return. The 8-yard run from Cromartie. And the Kendrick extra point made it 28-3. That was a three-play, 16-yard drive. Took just a minute and 2 seconds off the clock. Then Keemon Spell scoring on a 5-yard touchdown run just before halftime with 43 seconds left in the second quarter. That was a 10-play, 77-yard drive. Took 3:12 off the clock. And that's how the first half ended. The Mustangs were actually able to take it into McKeesport territory, but time expired on them to end the second quarter, and we stand at 35-3. Tigers over the Mustangs here at halftime. A news update from Nick Barczyk on the way next. And we're back with the second half from McKeesport High School, where the Tigers lead the Mustangs 35-3 here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, YouTube Live, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in. John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from 7-time President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Hey, Dominic, tell the listeners what we have going on this month.
Well, John, we are taking up to $4,000 off F-150s, and that's not including incentives. Buy an XL or an XLT and pick up $500 in rebate, and listen to this. Interest rates as low as 1.9%. And if you have a qualifying trade, you pick up an additional $1,000. Mach-E's, we got them. And check this out. We can save you $5,000 off sticker and 0% for 60 months or 1.9 for 72 months. We have a great selection of in-stock vehicles and more inventory and fresh trades arriving daily. If you have that car that you just don't need, well, we will buy your car even if you don't buy one from us.
Does your vehicle need service? We now offer online maintenance appointments, and don't miss out on pickup and delivery. We'll come to your home or work, pick your vehicle up, get the work done, and deliver it back to you at no additional cost. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown, on top of the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Must finance with Ford Motor Credit. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details.
The people of South Union Township know it's one of the finest places in Fayette County to live and raise a family. There are clean, safe neighborhoods, 2 beautiful parks, a wonderful school district. The taxes are the lowest in the county. The garbage and sewage charges are the cheapest in the entire state. And there's not been a tax increase in 52 years. The Vernon name is a strong name for quality, people-oriented services. When you need something, Rick Vernon is there. Why break up a good team? Let's keep a good team together so Rick Vernon can continue to work hard for our great quality of life. Rick thanks everyone for their support in the primary and would appreciate your vote in the fall so that he can continue working with his fellow supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott, for our great quality of life.
Paid for by the candidate.
And this is your local station, WMBS, inside the WMBS studios. Good evening. I'm Nick Barczyk at 8:23 on this Friday evening. It's halftime of our high school football game, another CR Product Group high school sports night. Right now, McKeesport leading the Laurel Highlands Mustangs by a score of 35-3. 58 degrees outside of our studios. Sports and weather on the way. Pennsylvanians may want to be prepared for a cold and stormy winter this year. The Farmer's Almanac has released its prediction for the winter of 2023 into 2024, and they say conditions around Pennsylvania are expected to be very cold and snowy. The Almanac says an El Nino system could bring higher than normal moisture to the state late this year and early into 2024. It is also expected that there will be a blizzard and several big storms in southwest Pennsylvania. The Farmer's Almanac has been used since the early 1800s, and their predictions are based on a formula that uses sunspot activity, moon phases, and also planet positions to find out its forecast. A Pennsylvania congressman says he's working on a measure that would repeal the new tax on battery manufacturing. Representative Dan Muser says the legislation would take away polluter pay taxes on the 3 main chemicals that make up sealed lead-acid batteries. Muser says the tax has not been enacted for more than 25 years. West Virginia University gave final approval today to a wide-ranging cut in academic programs and faculty positions, a combination of a very impassioned back and forth between the campus community, students, and faculty, as the university in Morgantown addresses a nearly $50 million budget shortfall. The university's Board of Governors voted to drop nearly 30 of its majors, or about 8%, and also cut nearly 150 of the faculty positions, or almost 6%, on its Morgantown campus. Among the cuts are 1/3 of education department faculty in the entire world language department, although 7 language teaching positions are being retained and students are being allowed to take some language courses as electives. The vote came as the university has been weighed down financially by a 10% drop in enrollment over the last 8 years, and also revenue loss during the coronavirus pandemic and an increasing debt load for new building projects at WVU. Speaking of WVU, they'll be hosting the Backyard Brawl tomorrow night. Pitt and West Virginia from Morgantown on the air tomorrow night at 7:30, part of a 3-gamer college football. 3 games on the way tomorrow on WMBS starting at noon with LSU, Mississippi State, and right now, or make that 3:30, it'll be South Carolina and Georgia.
And right now at PNC Park, it is Major League Baseball action. Pittsburgh Pirates battling the New York Yankees. And right now we'll try to get a score for you on that one. And right now, not getting that score for whatever reason loaded up. So we'll get that for you in a bit. Pittsburgh Steelers have placed defensive tackle Cam Hayward on the injured reserve list. Hayward suffered what was reported as a groin injury during the team's season-opening loss to San Francisco on Sunday. It has been reported that he will undergo surgery for a sports hernia injury. Hayward is expected to miss around 8 weeks. Also, Steelers wide receiver Deontay Johnson also expected to miss a few weeks. He was injured in the Steelers' loss to the 49ers. Steelers looking to bounce back when they battle the Cleveland Browns Week 2 Monday Night Football from Acrisure Stadium. That game will be on WMBS Monday night, starting at 7 with the pregame, and the game at 8:15 on WMBS. And now we have a Buccos score for you right now. Pirates lead the Yankees 2-1. That game in the 6th inning. Pittsburgh at 69 and 78. Yankees at 74 and 73. More high school football is on the way in just a bit right here on your local station, WMBS, and the weather watch for all of southwest Pennsylvania right now at 58 degrees. Overnight low at 45, 74 Saturday, chance of rain on Sunday at 67, 71 with sun on Monday. Back out to Brian, Steve, and Tony, and Sarah in McKeesport. More on the way next on WMBS.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands football team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop into their office at Amador Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
I'm Mike Auble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the District Attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Auble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change.
Paid for by the candidate.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 60th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repairs, and glass installation. They'll gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they'll work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 60 years. Call 724-437-2351. 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Always proud to support local high school sports.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere, it's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
35-3, McKeesport leading Laurel Highlands, ready to start the third quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Superick and Tony Hanulis there, camp behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WMBS studios. Again, next week we'll have both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands on Facebook. Tonight we only have the Laurel Highlands McKeesport game. A lot of folks checking in to our Facebook page and our YouTube page asking where's the Uniontown game. We don't have it tonight, unfortunately. Just had some staffing issues. Our good buddy Billy Dice, Steve, he's a family man, had some family obligations tonight, a wedding to attend to. Family first for Billy, but he's back with Josh Scully next week up at Valley for the Red Raiders and the Valley Vikings. Of course, we'll be at Laurel Highlands homecoming for the Mustangs. They host Greater Latrobe.
Fortunately, we don't have the budget like ESPN does, so we
to have all these extra staff people to train them. We do.
Hey, just a couple years ago, we were lucky to get a game on the radio.
Correct.
Now we got people complaining because we don't have video feeds and of
multiple
every game.
Sites.
Yeah.
How far we've come.
Yeah.
Laurel Highlands will have the football to start the third quarter, but again, down 32, and a little line drive kick. He picked up here at the 15-yard line by the Mustangs. Gio Guerriere, another freshman, and Guerriere bringing it up to the 34-yard line there for Laurel Highlands, almost getting to the 35, and that's where the Mustangs will start first and 10. But as you said, Steve, just really a tough challenge for the Mustangs so far today. This McKeesport team just so talented.
Well, they're extremely talented, and they they get some couple big plays, and it was going to take a perfect effort. They played a really good first couple minutes of this game. They drove down and got a field goal. But they let McKeesport go 3 plays and score. But it's just tough to hold them down.
Duke remains the quarterback. Inside handoff and taking it down close to the 40 is Tristan Baker. So give Baker 5 to bring up second down and 5 for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs trying to manage some long possessions, Steve. The opening drive, 11 plays, 38 yards, took 6 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock, capped off by that Tanner Brewster field goal. He had a couple of mistakes. The one pick six that Duke threw to Valdez Stuyvesant. It was returned for a touchdown, and McKeesport able to flex their muscle. They had some quick drives to lead by 32 here at the break. Mustangs another inside run and a yard, maybe 2 there, across to the 42-yard line to bring up third down and about 3, and out of the pow there for the Mustangs. Is that Parker Hoff there, Steve?
It's hard to, yeah.
Was Parker Hoff on that last run.
And the temperature has gotten a little colder, but not too bad. I was just checked my phone.
I was going to ask how you and Sarah are doing out there.
Well, she's bundled up. She's got a coat on now, and I got a little beach towel that I'm using as a blanket, and I got a sweatshirt on. But it's only 61, so it's
not too bad.
Not too bad.
Here's Jaden Tucker, and Tucker trying to get a Mustang first down. Might be about a half yard short. Down to the 44, needed 3, got about 2.5.
Well, we'll take 61. I thought you told us it was going to get in the 40s later.
That's what they said. It's supposed to drop into the 40s.
Well, hopefully they can do that when we're on our way home.
Yes. You need one of those Snuggies for the games later on in the season. So 4th and short here for Laurel Highlands. Ball just across the 44. They need the 45 for a first down, and they're going to go for it. Why not?
Well, yeah, why not?
Down 35-3. Their opening drive of this third quarter.
This is
Tucker to the left of Duke. Hoff's the H-back. Twin receivers to the far side. Single coverage to the near side. And Duke calling his own number. Trying to surge forward. Tough running there. Did he get it by the spot on the far side? He did. Linesman on the far side gave him the spot. And a Mustang first down right at the 45-yard line to move the sticks. I don't know how he managed that, Steve.
Generous spot there, and a good job by Duke to fight his way and scratch and claw and get that first down, keep the sticks moving.
Needed one, got one. First and 10 now from the Laurel Highlands 45. Kuzier and Lewis out to the near side. Jaden Tucker now an H-back. And you have Parker Hoff to the right of Duke, and Hoff's going to be the ball carrier here for the Mustangs, and Hoff getting 4 down to the 49. Another inside run there for Laurel Highlands.
One thing Duke has not done is he's had a couple times, but he hasn't really consistently thrown the ball down the field, has he?
No. They've played it close to the vest on the Laurel Highlands side, just trying to, again, limit McKeesport's possession time on the other side.
Yeah, trying to keep that clock moving, but now you're down 35-3. You really don't have, you want to try to score a little quicker.
2nd and 6. Quick out near side going to Josiah Lewis, trying to sidestep a tackler, and Lewis brought down.
He sidestepped one, but it took him too long to sidestep it.
Be a yard loss on the play, back to the Mustang 48. And it'll be 3rd down and 7. Ball now on the near hash mark. Stay tuned after the game for the Trib Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. We'll have it both on the radio and on Facebook Live. New feature every week this week on our WMBS Facebook page, the Trib Live High School Scoreboard Show.
Donnie Rebel has been doing that for a long time.
Good to see him back doing that. They had a number of challenges this year around the WPIAL. Parker Hoff brought down right at the line of scrimmage there for no gain. It'll be 4th and 6. And one of the things, of course, we're committed to, Steve, a free over-the-air broadcast for all of our listeners and viewers. We don't charge any subscription fees. The Trib Live High School Sports Network the same way, and we totally support all of our partners out there that broadcast high school sports free of charge to the viewers and the listeners.
Which is not the case from some of the other outlets.
Correct.
Right?
Well, we are free of charge, sponsor supported.
And
Want to make sure everybody
sore
can
spot
enjoy.
for you. You went to Harrisburg about that, didn't you?
4th down for the Mustangs. Duke, a little pump fake, directing traffic down the field. Throws on the run as Lewis, but it's going to be a flag on the play as Duke was past the line of scrimmage when he released the football. And we have a Mustang slow in getting him. Might be Lewis there, Steve, down to the McKeesport 35.
Yeah, there was something happened at the end of the play. I was watching. I didn't see what happened to Lewis over there because I was looking at the flag to see if they threw it. I thought he was behind the line, but apparently
it was close.
Yeah. And there's no replay in high school football, so.
The line of scrimmage was the 48, and you still have, I believe that's Lewis down right around the McKeesport 35.
That's a loss of down, too, isn't it, that penalty?
Yes. Tony's saying it's an ineligible receiver down the field.
Well, that could have been.
He was not past the line. Then you get another crack at it.
Yeah. Well, he scrambled a little bit, and that could happen on a scramble play like that. He darted around a little bit, bought himself some time, and rolled out to the right.
Was there a second flag thrown, Steve, on the hit?
Just an injury.
They are saying, yes, there's a second flag thrown as well on the hit. That's what they're saying up here in the press box, Steve.
Okay. Let's hear the call.
And it might be a dead ball personal foul against McKeesport.
Illegal forward pass.
They call the illegal forward pass.
5-yard penalty. The down will count. It will be 1st down, McKeesport. Timeout for an injured player.
So no penalty against the Tigers. So an injury timeout. 7:20 left here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers will get the football back. Josiah Lewis getting up, so we'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout here on WMBS.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
So McKeesport to get the football back as that penalty sequence favoring the Tigers there with the loss of down. So McKeesport will get the football here at the Laurel Highlands 43. Keemon Spell checking in. You have Stuvaints in the backfield as well. And this is the Wildcat set here, Steve, from Stuvaints we were talking about earlier. A little play fake. He's going to call his own number. Look out here. Stuvaints inside the 30, 25. Stuvaints inside the 20. Cut back at the 15, and Stuvaints finally brought down at the 12-yard line. What a run.
Yep.
31 yards.
Pretty good. That's their backup quarterback, folks.
They used him in Wildcat sets. Also listed as a wingback. Now 1st and 10 at the Laurel Highlands 12-yard line.
Going to give him a little breather after that run.
Garrett Tarker back in at quarterback. Tigers up 32. We'll get a running clock here on another McKeesport score. And bouncing out there, I think that was Boyd, got down to the 10. Good play fake there on the handoff. Just a 2-yard run to bring up 2nd down and 8. 6:32 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Anthony Boyd, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 56.
And the Mustangs next week at home against Greater Latrobe. For McKeesport next week, they'll travel to Trinity to take on the Hillers. They knocked off Trinity last year by a score of 35-6. Trinity at last check up 28-14 over Connellsville tonight. Connellsville started off the season 2-0, lost last week to Franklin Regional. Conference opener for the Falcons here tonight. Out of the pistol set. Pitch going back to Boyd from Tarker, and Boyd inside the 5, trying to keep that pile moving.
He's in.
Waiting for a signal to rule him down inside the 1.
It's going to be a first down, though.
Yep, first and goal here inside the 1. With 5:51 left here in the third quarter, McKeesport up 35-3, looking for more.
Boyd about there. Brought down at the Mustang 1-yard line. Brings up first and goal.
You have a number of options here, Steve, as far as how you want to punch it in. Most who do you want to give the TD to?
Yeah, that's basically where you're at now. Just whose turn is it to score?
Tarker under center. Won't be surprised if he calls his own number here. From inside the 1. Tarker, though, with a handoff. I believe that was Boyd. He was able to hop over into the end zone for a McKeesport touchdown.
Well, that'll
Anthony Boyd.
That'll start the clock running.
Yep. A 1-yard touchdown run there for Boyd. Make it 41-3. We'll have a continuous clock the rest of the way. Maybe get home in time, Steve, for those Seinfeld reruns. And now Kendrick on for the extra points. It's up on the way and good. So 42-3, McKeesport over Laurel Highlands. 5:23 left here in the third. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Running clock the rest of the way for the McKeesport Tigers after the Anthony Boyd 1-yard touchdown run at the 5:23 mark of the third. Kendrick sends it away, and on the run back here for the Mustangs, Gio Guerriere, a second straight run back, and the freshman across the 35 down to the 36-yard line. So Laurel Highlands will start first and 10. We'll have a quick second half, Steve, the rest of the way, as that clock will just keep on rolling.
Well, they didn't stop it yet.
Also, a big-time shout-out tonight to Sarah Camp behind the camera. Steve, she was here with me an hour and a half before the game. All that duct tape, all those cords that you see outside, she ran down. She was down there with the tape, sending everything out. Did a fantastic job with our setup tonight. We had to have the camera a good ways away from our broadcast location.
Yeah, she's out here with me. She's got to sit next to me, so that's hard work enough.
Yeah, hard work. Give her a attaboy. Great job tonight from Sarah. Again, on the outside, running down all that duct tape and wires for us for the start of the game tonight. So the Mustangs.
You like that duct tape, don't you?
Keep it on the ground here to Marion Jones, the sophomore transfer from Uniontown, picking up a yard. First carry of the night for Jones. Bring up second down and 9, and we'll see some personnel getting mixed up here the rest of the way. Of course, these two JV teams will play tomorrow at Laurel Highlands High School in the morning. That'd be a quick turnaround for those kids coming back playing a JV game on.
Yeah.
Really not much rest. Here's Duke, a little screen on the near side. Pass complete there to Hunter Kuzier, and Kuzier across the 45, close to a Mustang first down. We'll give it to him at the 47. 9-yard pickup for Hunter Kuzier. Kuzier missed the beginning of the season for the Mustangs. Nice to have him starting to regain some form back in the lineup. So we go under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Did a good job punting the football tonight. Had a couple good ones, a couple boomers.
Also, hello to Bobby Ruggieri checking in on our stream tonight as well. He's looking forward to staying at home. Didn't want to make the drive to McKeesport, watching our broadcast tonight. So hello to Bobby. Inside run again from Marion Jones.
It's always a nice drive to McKeesport. What are you kidding? This is the fans. I tell you what, gets a bad rap. Everybody, you got to go to McKeesport.
They've been nice to us here.
The fans are nice. Everybody's friendly. Of course, when you're up 42-3, everybody's pretty friendly, right?
Yes.
But no, so the folks when we checked in and we walked in the parking lot and all that, everybody's been pretty friendly with us.
Also have to give a good shout out to Mike Kassan, who does a lot of the video here for McKeesport. Really helped get us set up, Steve, on their network, and did a lot of work to get us ready to go for the broadcast here today, along with McKeesport Athletic Director Charlie Kiss. Both doing a nice job to set us up as Tristan Baker gets into McKeesport territory.
You hear that
down to the
siren
48-yard line. 5-yard run.
It's big siren going off behind us.
I can't hear it. I got the headphones on inside the press box.
Yeah.
Smells like something's burning, though.
I don't smell anything from this side, but
Unless somebody left the hamburgers on down there.
We're to the right of you. I'm actually right below the camera.
I don't hear the sirens, but I do smell burning. 3rd and 5 now for Laurel Highlands. Duke to put it up across the middle. Another Mustang first down to Hunter Kuzier again. Down to the 37-yard line. 11-yard pickup to move the sticks.
Yeah, good job there by Johnny Duke to hang in there and make a nice strike. This is important, Brian. You're still playing against a pretty good team. Most of their first-teamers are still out there, at least from the front line, it looks like, right? The big guys there in the middle. And, just to move the football a little bit and get some confidence.
Going into next week against Greater Latrobe. That's one of those got-to-have-it games against the Wildcats at home for homecoming. And a nice run there down to the 30-yard line from Parker Hoff. Hoff a 7-yard pickup. Bring up 2nd down and 3. Got to send out a happy anniversary to our colleague Gary Frankhauser, not with us tonight. I think it's his wife's Nina's birthday as well. So happy anniversary and happy birthday to Nina tonight as well.
Happy birthday, Nina. And I'm sure they got a fire going on out back. He just texted me. I guess he's watching. He put it on for a little while. But I'm sure he missed coming up here.
2nd and 3 now. Duke inside run to Tristan Baker. And Baker turning the corner. Baker inside the 25. Knocked down at the 24-yard line for a 6-yard pickup and another Mustang first down with a minute left here in the third quarter.
Heard Gary had a terrific round of golf the other day down in West Virginia.
Really? What did he shoot?
He shot an 80 down at Pete Dye.
Wow, that's impressive there.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff there. He's
golfing too much and not working enough, right? You're shooting rounds like that?
I don't know. Every time I talk to him, he's at a closing or doing something for work. But I don't think that's the case. But he apparently whatever he's doing, his golf game got pretty sharp all of a sudden last week.
Keep it going. This could be the final play of the third. 25 seconds left. Duke out of the shotgun. Marion Jones, another inside run, and that should be the final play of this third quarter as Jones takes it down. He still hasn't gone down yet, right around the 20-yard line.
Looks like a rugby scrum, yeah.
And Jones will take it down right around the 18. That'll be the final play of the third quarter with McKeesport up 42-3 over Laurel Highlands with the Mustangs driving. We're back at 60 here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes from U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. On behalf of my partners, Dr. Fred Ruthart, Chuck Calabrese, Mark Hoppy, and our entire USDH team, we want to wish all our local high school athletes an outstanding season on the fields, courses, and courts. For any digestive problems or just to schedule a preventive screening colonoscopy, call us at 724-437-7677.
Fayette County Commissioner Vince Visites salutes all who work so hard to keep high school football an important part of our lives. A great amount of effort, much of it behind the scenes, goes into putting a team on the field. And a lot of teamwork occurs when elected officials produce positive outcomes in our communities. On Election Day, let's keep Vince Visites and his team moving us forward. Vince Visites, at work building Fayette County's future.
Paid for by the Friends of Vincent A. Visites.
Back here at McKeesport High School, we had a holding penalty against Laurel Highlands, Steve. That was called just as the quarter was expiring, so the football will be taken back to the Mustang 35-yard line. Albert Gallatin, a 28-0 lead over Uniontown tonight in York Run. That's surprising. Red Raiders had won back-to-back games, and Albert Gallatin seemed like they were reeling a bit. We're going to have one on time down here, it looks like.
Yes.
And then we'll have the end of the quarter. So Duke, with the clock not running, screen here to Kuzier inside the 35 down to the 31-yard line. Took a pretty good shot. Just a minimal pickup on 1st and 20. Now that'll be the end of the third quarter. 42-3. Tigers over the Mustangs. We're back at 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., what's happening for September at Autoland?
September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and Hyundai is celebrating 25 years of their Hope on Wheels program. With every new Hyundai purchase, they have donated over $225 million to date toward pediatric cancer research. Hyundai is committed to the program all year long, but this month brings an extra awareness to such a great cause.
Isn't September also the beginning of the new model year?
It is. New 2024 Hyundai Tucsons have arrived, and they have 2.99% financing for up to 60 months, or $1,500 HMS bonus cash. You also have to see the new, totally redesigned 2024 Hyundai Kona with a roomier interior and more features.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance. America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
42-3, McKeesport leading Laurel Highlands here. Ringgold and West Mifflin scoreless after 3 quarters of play. And the Mustangs will go to work here at the McKeesport 31-yard line. Be 2nd and 16 here for Laurel Highlands. And Duke out of the shotgun, twin receivers to each side. Takes the snap, now flushed out to the far side, throws on the run, and has Kuzier again, who took a big-time shot at the 25-yard line. 6-yard pickup. Seen some big hits in this game tonight. Mentioned all the size on this McKeesport team. They like to hit, too. It'll be 3rd and 10. Getting into the fourth quarter, clock rolling the rest of the way. And 11:33 left here in the third. Line of scrimmage, the McKeesport 24. Mustangs need the Tigers 15 for a first down, so call it 3rd and 9. Duke now with Jaden Tucker to his right, little banana bunch off to the left. Single coverage with Darren Dunn off to the far side. As Duke takes the snap, he's looking near side, floats it out there in double coverage, and the pass is intercepted. Picked off, and on the interception there for McKeesport is Richard Bierman.
Yeah, good play there by Bierman.
So change of possession, Tigers take over up 42-3, 11:04 left here in the fourth. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Back here at McKeesport High School, 42-3. McKeesport leading Laurel Highlands. Tigers get it back after Johnny Duke's second interception of the night. And a little delayed handoff there on the far side with plenty of running room there for the Tigers. And breaking a couple of tackles. I think that's Kalon Walker. And Walker taking it back across midfield down to the Mustang 49, 33-yard run. Check that ball carrier there for McKeesport. That's Benjamin again. So Jordan Benjamin.
Jordan Benjamin, the ball carrier.
His second big run. Benjamin wearing number 13. Wasn't even among our two deeps tonight, Steve. We're going to tack a face mask onto that as well on the Mustangs.
After a 27-yard run.
And that's a personal foul face mask. They'll take it down to the Mustang 35-yard line.
Tigers at the Mustang 35-yard line.
Mustangs 80 penalty yards in this game. How many have they committed, Tony? 9 penalties. They're playing against a team this strong, Steve. 9 penalties for 80 yards isn't going to help the cause. Now flags come in here on the snap. 9:35 left in regulation.
Legal procedure. I think the
false start.
Yeah, number 17 out on the wide receiver out on the far sideline just flinched a little bit before the snap.
Steve, we mentioned birthdays. Kendall from Hot Topic celebrated a birthday last week, so happy birthday to her. And Sarah here outside, she's celebrating a birthday next week. Hard to believe, Steve, and this kind of puts everything in perspective. We had, of course, the anniversary of 9/11 this past week. Sarah was not alive when 9/11 occurred. She was born about a week and a half later.
Wow.
Does that make you feel old?
Yes. Like I needed more things to make us feel old, right?
Yes. 1st and 15. Now from the Laurel Highlands 40. Pitch going back here on the near side, and that is Spell, and Spell breaking a couple of tackles. Here's the freshman inside the 15, inside the 10, into the end zone for another McKeesport touchdown. Yohman Spell from 40 yards out tacks on another 6 for McKeesport to increase the lead to 48-3.
Yohman Spell, 40-yard touchdown run.
He's good already, Steve.
Yeah, he's pretty good, to say the least.
And now Kendrick trying to go 7 for 7 tonight on extra points.
Nathan Kendrick gets the extra point.
This will make the lead at 46. They're just running the football, too. It's not like
no, they're not
the Tigers are trying to do anything to run up the score by any means. They're just running the ball. Extra point, good again, 49-3. McKeesport over Laurel Highlands, 8:56 left in regulation. We're back in 60 here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Back here at McKeesport High School, another touchdown from Yohman Spell. 40-yard touchdown run occurring the 8:56 mark of the fourth quarter. With the drive stats on that, Tony? That was 4 plays, 82 yards, took 2:08 off the clock. And Steve Spell's already been offered a scholarship by Pitt, and only a freshman.
Well, you can see why, right? He's pretty darn good. I'm sure he'll get a few more before it's over.
Very early on in his recruiting process. And then it's a live ball right now. It doesn't get back into the end zone. And Josiah Lewis has to pick it up here at the 2-yard line. Lewis going sideline on the far side, trying to turn the corner. And Lewis
flag
out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's going to be a block in the back. Or a holding.
They have the Mustangs starting the drive
on the
5-yard line.
You'll be concerned about this, Brian. Top of the 7th inning, the Pirates are up 5-3 over the Yankees.
Yeah, I heard they were doing well tonight. Nick passed that along to us at halftime.
Yes.
Tony said he's heading down to the game on Sunday.
He is. He's going Sunday, yeah.
Yankees, though, struggling this year.
Talk to Tommy Vernon down at Casey's this morning, and he actually had a bus going tonight.
Yeah, they went down. Actually, Sandy Tracy from our sales department was on that bus today down to the game. A number of people down there. Dave Dunaway at the game tonight. Also, Rich Lacey from Chesler's Furniture at the game tonight as well.
Lost a couple of listeners then, didn't you?
Yeah, they might have. Who knows? Maybe they're watching the game
on their phones
at PNC. You never know. So the Mustangs starting this drive back right around their 3-yard line. 8:32 left on a running clock. here in the fourth
Johnny
quarter.
Duke
seems
is
a little confused, and the Mustangs are going to
they're
take
missing a
timeout.
player. They're going to take a timeout.
With 8:24 left in regulation, 49-3. McKeesport over Laurel Highlands are back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Geibel alumni. Located in the former Dolphy Funeral Home on Gallatin Avenue, this historic home with ample parking has been beautifully restored and provides pre-need, at-need burial or cremation services. Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, offering families warmth, comfort, convenience, and affordability. With a knowledgeable funeral director and a compassionate staff. Phone 724-434-8040 or visit GatesFuneralServices.com.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Marion Jones, a nice run for Laurel Highlands as we come back. First down to the Mustang 15-yard line. Pickup of 12 for Marion Jones.
Did you hear that score, TJ, over Latrobe?
Yes, 28-7 in the fourth quarter. Of course, the Mustangs will see the Greater Latrobe Wildcats next week. He'll travel to TJ in 2 weeks. Of course, we'll have both of those games for you here on WMBS, with all the Mustang games, the remaining Uniontown games for you as well this year.
It'll be, might get to see my son Joey at that game. He just moved over that way, about a mile or two from the stadium.
Nice. We'll see him down there in 2 weeks. Marion Jones stuffed that time in the backfield for a loss of 3. Back to the 12-yard line to bring up second down and 13 with 7:29 left on a running clock here in the fourth quarter. Again, when our game wraps up, stay tuned for the Triple Live Scoreboard Show with Don Revel. It's on the way next. Our local post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. We'll have our play of the game brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. And our player of the game brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vacides. And at last check, Uniontown down 28-0 to Albert Gallatin. Second and 13 now for Johnny Duke and the Mustangs. Screen near side. Pass complete to Noah Lyon. Trying to sidestep a defender. Lyon brought down behind the line. Back the 11-yard line, loss of 1. Bring up third and 14 from the Mustang 11-yard line.
You got to throw down the field once in a while, even if you're not successful, to make a play like that work more. I mean, it'll work early in the game, but once you do it 4, 5, 6 times and you don't throw down the field, those defensive backs are going to come up sniffing out the receiver.
Got to take a shot here.
Yeah.
Third and 14 for your own 11. 6:26 left in regulation. Duke back out of the shotgun, taking the snap again. Duke flushed out to the near side. Duke in trouble, tries to push it forward. Pass falls incomplete, almost intercepted on the play. Lyon again, the intended wide receiver. Now fourth down, deep in your own territory. 4th and 14, Mustangs to punt it away.
Just running it to his right. These kids watch the Patrick Mahomes do something like that, and they give it a shot that it was actually worth. He had a guy there. If he would have just shoved it a little farther, he might have been able to catch it. I don't know if he would have got a first down or not, but he might have got closer.
Not as easy as it looks, though, to make those plays.
No.
Kuzier standing back at his own goal line. Rugby style again on the far side. High punt, nice punt. He's done a nice job tonight in a fumble on the McKeesport side. The Mustangs have recovered. Joshua Reed with the recovery there for Laurel Highlands.
That's a good punt. The nice punt high, kind of a knuckler, punch knuckle shot, little rainbow. Comes flying in there, couldn't handle it.
So Joshua Reed giving the Mustangs the football now at their own 40-yard line with 5:09. And they're officially announcing the football to Laurel Highlands.
It's not actually a fumble. That's called a muff.
Muff, yep.
I never did understand why they do that. But
yeah, what's the difference in the whole grand scheme of things? With a muff, the clock wouldn't stop, what Nick Maria tells me. Doesn't matter, though, I guess, in a 46-point game.
Well, a muff, I guess they really never had possession, right?
Correct, yes. Now Noah Lyon, the quarterback, high pass, far side, brought down at the 45 for a 5-yard gain, and that was Lyon to Duke. So the opposite of what we've seen earlier, saw some Duke to Lyon. That one is Lyon to Duke.
Noah Lyon, quarterback.
4:16 left, still 49-3. They gave him 6 there.
At the Mustangs, 46-yard line.
It's grandson of Pat, the official. His Pat's son is Noah's dad. That one tipped up and intercepted. Picked off here by McKeesport.
Fumbled it. He fumbled it, Brian.
Ball, and as you said, Steve, he lost it right around the 35. Laurel Highlands survive another one here. We'll see. No, Tigers fell back on it. So ball with the interception. Third pick Mustang quarterbacks have thrown in this game. Tigers get it back, 3:45 left here in the fourth. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for over 49 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, fenced-in storage lot, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
We're back here at McKeesport High School. Tigers taking over again, and that pitch going back to Kalon Walker. Walker inside the 35-30, breaks a couple of tackles. Still going at the 25-20. Walker the 15-10, and Kalon Walker with a late flag coming in. Go 37 yards for a touchdown. We'll see if it stands.
I don't see any flags.
I thought a flag was thrown around the 10. Maybe not. No, it's going to stand. 37-yard touchdown run for Kalon Walker. Score occurring at the 3:12 mark of the fourth. Lead now at 55-3. This Tigers team's good, Steve. They lost in overtime last week to Bell Vernon. This has been a pretty good bounce back. Again, the schedule's going to be tough for the Mustangs. Again, Greater Latrobe next week. Wildcats down 28-7 at Thomas Jefferson. That extra point was no good. So 55-3, 3:12 left in regulation. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe of Radcliffe Law. I've practiced law in Fayette County for over 40 years. The success of our firm is the result of our clients trusting us to make the best decisions on their behalf when they're injured in an accident. We tell our clients, you get yourself better, we will deal with the rest. If you've been hurt in an accident, call us today to set up a free consultation, 724-439-3939. We have Saturday appointments for your convenience. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Chiropractor, husband, father, team doctor, and coach. I'm Dr. Bob Baker, and I'm running for Fayette County Coroner. As a proven leader and team player, I will lead with integrity and compassion. My plans and goals for this office will be a great benefit for our community, to not only serve those in need, but to also help prevent tragedies. I'm Dr. Bob Baker, and I would greatly appreciate your support.
Paid for by friends of Dr. Bob Baker.
Tigers to kick it away again after the 37-yard touchdown run from Kalon Walker. And here's Josiah Lewis on the return for the Mustangs. Lewis trying to bounce it out on the far side at the 25, lowers the shoulder and brought down at the 29-yard line. You're going to have to thank our video stream sponsors on WMBS tonight. They include State Farm agent Lauren Yohman and Movement Physiotherapy. Steve, was that you out there? Or did we lose our...
That's me. I'm taking my binoculars off.
I got you. Like the coaches kind of fold up. Steve's starting to fold up his gear on the outside. The 29-yard line.
I figure I don't need those binoculars anymore tonight.
I don't think so. Going to have to also thank our friends, South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Bob Schiffbauer, and Jason Scott for their support as well. Cooperative broadcast on these Laurel Highlands football games throughout the fall. South Union Township Supervisors, great to work with, and appreciate their partnership as well. 55-3 McKeesport. Inside run there for the Mustangs as they mix up personnel. First carry of the night for Jacob Johnson. Johnson getting 2, maybe 3. Final 2:18 of regulation. And again, the Tigers next week will travel to Trinity to take on the Hillers. Hillers, the last check, up 28-14 over Connellsville tonight. 2nd and 7. Lions screen near side Guerriere. Guerriere hit behind the line. Now cutting out to the far side. Guerriere in trouble. Tries to go between defenders. And
he ran a long way to get to
actually
for
lost
no gain.
3 or 4 yards.
Yeah.
The line of
there's a late hit from somebody. And it's going to be a flag. Of course, that's just going to.
1:41 left. Mustangs had it to within 7-3 late in the opening quarter. And an unnecessary roughness penalty against McKeesport's Colton Kotouch. Mustangs get a free 15 with 1:41 left. Looking for a late score. Line of scrimmage now, the Laurel Highlands 44. Haven't seen too many games like this over the last couple of years on the Laurel Highlands side. Lyon, quick out near side. Pass complete there to Ian Fike. And Fike took a shot at the Tigers 45. Boy, this Tigers defense dishing out the hits tonight. And went for a Mustang
they're still
first down.
playing. I mean, here's the thing. You get these kids now that are not starters are getting a chance to play in front of the, instead of a JV game where they actually have people in the stands and they're excited to play.
That was an 11-yard gain. Mustangs with Noah Lyon, quick out far side, another pass completion close to the sticks there at the 35. And on that reception for Laurel Highlands, looks like that's Josh Reed. Yes, Josh Reed, number 7. 45 seconds left.
40 seconds now, Brian. The clock is moving.
You have Johnson in the backfield with Lyon. 3 wideouts. Lyon takes the snap. Lob near side. Incomplete. Intended there for Guerriere. 25 seconds left. That clock's still running. Mustangs try to get one more play away.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd call a timeout unless you're just trying to get a score for your kids.
They're down 52.
55-3. This will be the last play.
5 seconds left. You only get one more away here, it looks like. As Lyon takes the snap. They're coming after him. Gets out of it. Flush near side. Throws on the run. Looking end zone deep. And that ball is, did he hang on? Incomplete. The intended wide receiver was Ian Fike. Could not hang on in the end zone. It was close.
It looked like he had it for a second, but I thought he caught it, but he did not come up with the ball. So
that'll do it. 55-3, McKeesport over Laurel Highlands. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Hello, I am Jack Connor. I am running for district attorney. I'm going to go after drug dealers who are pumping fentanyl into our community, insist upon maximum sentences for dangerous criminals, and escalating sentences for repeat offenders. With clear consequences, would-be criminals will think twice. Then we can all raise families, start businesses, and feel safe in Fayette County. Learn more Mondays at 4:15 p.m. right here on WMBS.
Paid for by friends of Jack W. Connor.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants. Your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926 is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants.
Hello, my name is Dr. Garrett Breakiron, and I am running for South Union Township Supervisor. I have been a lifelong resident of South Union and raised my family and built my business in South Union. I have recently retired, and I will devote my full time and energy as your supervisor. It's time for a change of the old guard with new leadership. I humbly ask for your support in the upcoming election.
The following message was paid for by the Friends of Garrett Breakiron.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club saving account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back on our post-game show, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. We'll kick things off with our First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game, and it was this Valdez Stuvaints 33-yard pick six, which put the Tigers up at the time 20-3.
Duke remains out of the shotgun. Play fake to Tucker. They're coming after him. Flushed out, far side throw on the run, intercepted. Went right to Stuvaints, and Stuvaints breaking a couple of tackles down the far sideline and in the end zone for a McKeesport touchdown.
A bad decision there by Johnny Duke.
And Steve, it was a bad decision there from Duke. That could have been intentional grounding right to Stuvaints, who scored on the play.
Well, it's tough, Brian. Kid's trying to make a play, and just he didn't really make too many mistakes tonight, but that was one of them, and it was turned into the play of the game for McKeesport.
Yeah, Mustang quarterbacks threw 3 interceptions tonight, 2 from Duke, 1 from Noah Lyon, and Tony has all of your final stats tonight, and they're being brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market. And Tony, what really stands out to me, we were talking a little bit during the break today, how spread out the offensive attack was on the McKeesport side.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, Brian. I mean, you only had 20 carries, 20 rushes in this whole game. McKeesport had 20 carries for 252 yards. And you actually
pretty good average.
Yeah, pretty good average is right. You had 4 different guys score on the ground. So, you talk about a 1, 2-headed, 3-headed monster. I mean, they've got a ton of it right here. But what a team. Nice-looking team for sure. Let's go over the stats real quick. For Garrett Tarker, passing-wise, same as it was in the first half. 6 for 8, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of those a 37-yard touchdown to Dominique Cochran, who had 2 catches for 50 yards. The other a 31-yard touchdown to Anthony Cromartie. He had 1 catch for 31 yards. Anthony Boyd, 1 catch for 12. Colton Kotouch, 1 catch for 8. And Valdez Stuvaints, 1 catch for 22 yards. Rushing-wise, McKeesport was led by Keemon Spell, who had 3 carries for 64 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 of 5 yards, 1 of 40 yards. Valdez Stuvance, 2 carries for 43 yards. Anthony Boyd, 8 carries for 36 yards and a touchdown. Keelan Walker, 2 carries for 43 yards and a 37-yard touchdown run. Jordan Benjamin off the bench, 2 carries for 51. And Garrett Tarker, 2 carries for -3.
And also on Spell's resume tonight, and this is why I'm going to pick him for our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides. He had that 55-yard punt return, too.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
so
which does not count in that, right?
Multi-purpose yards for Spell.
And you can see, I mean, he's only a freshman, but he's a stud already. So tallying it up, McKeesport only ran 28 offensive plays. They had 20 rushes for 252 yards, 6 for 8 passing, 123 yards, 375 yards of total offense. They did have 6 penalties for 60 yards, 11 first downs, and only 1 turnover in the game. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, passing-wise, John Duke was 16 for 24 for 94 yards. He did have, though, 2 interceptions. Noah Lyon, 3 for 5 in relief. He had 27 yards passing. He also had an interception. Receiving-wise, Hunter Kuzier had 6 catches for 43 yards. Josiah Lewis had 5 catches for 26 yards. Ian Fike had 1 catch for 11 yards. Noah Lyon had 2 catches for 11 yards. Josh Reed, 1 catch for 10 yards. Parker Hoff, 2 catches for 10. And Tristan Baker, 1 catch for 4 yards. Rushing-wise, the Mustangs were led by Tristan Baker, who had 7 carries for 28 yards. Parker Hoff, 10 carries for 26 yards. Jaden Tucker, 2 carries for 15. Marion Jones off the bench, 4 carries for 10. John Duke, 1 carry for 1 yard. Gio Guerriere, 1 carry for -1 yard. Jacob Johnson, 1 carry for 3. And Noah Lyon, 1 carry for -7. The Mustangs ran 56 offensive plays, 27 rushes for 75 yards. They were 19 for 29 passing for 121 yards, 196 yards of total offense, 10 penalties for 83 yards. They did have 14 first downs, but more importantly, they had 3 turnovers, all coming via interception.
That'll do it for the folks on the video side. We'll be back with the final segment on the radio side. Again, our player of the game brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides. Came on Spell tonight, a couple of touchdowns. You mentioned, Tony, 66 yards rushing and a 55-yard punt return.
Correct.
Steve, your final thoughts for the folks on the video side.
55-3 says it all. Just McKeesport's better. I mean, you hate to say it like that, but they're just better. They're a better football team. Laurel Highlands is still has a lot to play for. I saw some good things from the Mustangs tonight. Not all's lost. I mean, I think the kids played hard. They didn't give up. So from that perspective, I think the coaches got to be pretty pleased. It's just a better football team and better days ahead for the Mustangs.
Again, next week, Laurel Highlands, it's homecoming. They'll host Greater Latrobe, 6 o'clock Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Game will kick off at 7. We'll also have coverage of the Uniontown Red Raiders next week as well as they travel to Valley to take on the Vikings. So for Steve, Tony, and Sarah here at McKeesport, Nick back inside our WMBS studios, this is Brian Morozek. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening. We're back with one final segment on the radio right after this, but that'll do it on YouTube Live.